That's a good-looking intro right there. I got to tell you.
That was cool.
Happy anniversary!
1 year. 1 year.
Happy 1 year.
Happy anniversary. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my
6:30 in
gosh.
Newfoundland. I don't know if you caught that. At the
Was
end,
that 50 some odd episodes now, right?
This is
well,
our
52
51st.
weeks. 52 weeks. So this is the 51st, you're saying?
Yeah, we missed 1 week, and there was a week where me and Darren just came on by ourselves.
That's right. Yeah.
That was the best one. Yeah.
That was the best.
the best one. Yeah. The only one that's been here every single time is Darren Steen, I believe.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Never
Next
missed an
week it's
episode.
just me.
And that'll be the best episode. Yeah. Eventually, I'll be a guest on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Darren's show.
We're just going to keep going around.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Wow, so
what do you
one.
say? I mean, who would have thought, right? I mean, we started this out thinking, we'll just do this for a couple of weeks. Everything will blow over. This whole new normal will go away. And here we are.
I totally
year
forgot
later.
that. I remember Shane saying that last week. Remember when we just thought this would be a couple of weeks? And I go,
Yeah.
no, I don't remember that. But here we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man,
We've done a
it was
lot in
you.
that week. We released the cover not that long ago. We did the Sheriff song. That was
When I'm
really
with
fun.
you,
When I'm with you, yes.
and we did
really
we did a Canada Day video.
Show?
We
Yep. Live version of Never Enough for You. That was really fun.
yep.
All in different cities.
All
And
in
we did
different
the-
cities.
We did
That's
this,
right, yeah.
the Streetheart Unplugged.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What kind of love is this? Yeah, that was
Love
fun
is this?
too.
Yeah.
That was-
Well, and
yeah.
a whole bunch of this. I mean, we're still,
Yeah.
I still find it, great to read through some of the comments and people saying, like I've seen every episode, been here every Tuesday. This is something that I look forward to. And I mean, honestly, when you just think you come on here, just goof off once a week, and then all of a sudden people are digging it, and it's been kind of a cool thing. So good
It's been
ride.
a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
been
good
so
to get
cool.
together.
It's been so cool to talk to, our heroes, our childhood heroes.
It has been.
Yeah, and
Right.
try to talk to some others. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, and some of them didn't work out. I'm wearing a Kit-Kat shirt for that reason.
Exactly.
But the most important thing is, there's been a restraining order between a few of us. We're not allowed to actually be in the same room, so
That's
it's
right.
a thing. We can't really
Yeah,
talk
that's right.
about it, but
Yeah.
that'll be up soon. And then
Well,
we
it's
can hang out.
contract negotiations too, right? It's like a Three's Company
Exactly,
thing here. We got, we're all debating on who gets paid more to be here. So
Yeah, it's like Friends or something like.
no, actually, they were the ones that stuck it. They took a lesson from Three's Company. The whole Chrissy
To their
Snow
credit.
debacle. Yeah.
Yeah, to their credit, the Friends people, they all remained at the same salary or something like
Yeah.
that. So
And I mean, and
NBC
some people would argue that some of them probably were the more important, but I mean, I don't know. I've always been a Ross guy. I always found he's like the funniest guy to me. So I don't know.
there you go.
And
Yeah,
I don't.
He was pretty much the hottest, really.
Hot Ross. Yeah, exactly.
So we
No,
got a
just-
really big show today.
Really
Tons.
big
Yeah,
shoe.
tons.
Yeah. We should probably get to it because we have people waiting. We have
exactly.
the most
Lots of
guests.
hot girls.
Yes, all the ladies are in the house tonight. So we're going to start ladies first, as you should.
This is gonna be like a snowball, right? Okay, so everybody's gonna pick one.
It's completely out. Oh, you want
dated yourself, Darren?
Should we just rattle all the names off? Corey, go ahead and rattle all the names off
Yeah.
so we can kind of get to it.
Well, we're gonna have like 14 or 15 people on this episode, so
Holy
stick
cow.
around because it's gonna be nonstop. But first, we're gonna have all the ladies of rock and roll that we've interviewed over the past, except for one because Lee Aaron isn't here today. But we have Jan Arden, we have
Wow.
Biff Naked,
Oh, hang on.
Oh my
I
God.
thought you were gonna bring him in.
we have Jan Arden.
Hey, there we go.
Yay! You're first. See that?
We
You wanna
have
keep-
Biff Naked.
Oh my God!
Hey!
You guys are so adorable. I'm just like, oh, I'm just like this. Oh.
We have Holly Woods.
Hollywoods.
Hey!
Oh my goodness! There she is.
Yeah.
Yay!
And we have Darby Mills.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God.
Wow.
That is impressive.
This looks like the Brady Bunch thing going here.
It really does
I know.
now.
It really
Yeah,
does today.
it looks like the
I
Brady Bunch.
love that.
Yeah.
Or the Hollywood Square. And there you go.
Hollywood Squares. Well done. Well done.
All in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta
Just
go.
so
You
you
gotta go
know,
there.
Darren has like the writers from Laugh In working on these things during the week, so when he
Yeah.
gets the show, he's really
I don't have anything else to do. I just sit around and come up with Jeopardy questions and stupid dad jokes.
well, being a dad and all that.
That's right.
Well,
yeah.
and so Jan, are you still in Alberta? I'm assuming.
I am. I'm in Rocky View County, sitting out here with my dog, and I'm just hanging out. I'm actually really loving it.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, I don't think I realized
That
just
little
how.
lady?
Yeah, my little teeny tiny tot is right there.
Oh,
Little Mitty. That's
Biffy
little
loves
Mitty.
dogs.
Can we see that
She's-
piano one more time?
Oh, sure.
Oh wow! How old's that piano?
That is from 1890.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Cool.
1890.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I can't play it really. I know I can do like the first like 10 bars of The Exorcist.
Wow! Wow! Can we hear that?
I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that.
Yeah.
It's terrifying just thinking of that music.
I'm
Oy.
so happy to be here. Like
Oh, we're happy you're here.
just with these incredible women and that I've admired for so I'm serious. I was kind of nervous all morning. I don't know. It's just very
I know.
very weird when those things just sort of come to cross paths. You know, I grew up out here, went to school with 40 kids, and you know, both Darby and Holly just were like just doing things that we hadn't really seen, you know, just as a farm kid, just having their hits on the radio. And I just was just like, oh my God, Canadian women, like Canadian music. This is actually a possibility.
The Queens.
And so, but
Queens
you guys
of
have been
rock.
such a part of my life, and Beth and I go way back. And it's just even weird to be friends with Biff and to go and have a bite to eat and to talk about walk our dogs and just to get to know her over the years. She actually just flew out here to Calgary 3-4 weeks ago and did a cameo in our TV show.
Oh wow!
Jan show.
Oh wow!
So she played herself.
Cool.
She played herself, and she was incredibly awesome. Anyway, it's a thrill to be
bless.
here.
That's so awesome.
Congratulations on the show, by the way. After we had you on last, I think you guys did the same. I went and basically binged watched the whole thing, and I find it absolutely hilarious. So congratulations on the show. Yeah,
They finally put it on Hulu here in the U.S., so
Yes.
we finally have access to the damn thing. So I've only caught a couple episodes,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
had
deeply
it,
into
so
it.
good.
I had the links for the show from a friend in Ontario that sent it down here to me in Carolina long
Awesome.
before anybody else had it down here in the
Yes!
States. And
Cool.
I binge watched it.
Wow!
I mean, I
So
was
you-
thrilled.
So you essentially
I laughed, I
you
cried,
bootlegged
you
the
know,
show.
the whole thing.
Yeah. So Holly's in Carolina, so she's the lone American amongst well,
Yeah, I was
but she's
born
a
and raised
Canadian
down here in
by-
North Carolina.
yeah, but Canadian through rock and roll. Let's be honest.
That's right.
Well, I mean, the band Toronto. I think everyone made so many assumptions, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
but I just played the music so much, and I remember seeing you guys a number of times, like in the '80s,
Mhm.
and just being like, holy shit. I mean, Holly, your voice, Darby, your voice, Beth, your
I know.
voice. Like it was just like this
I'm not even-
quintessential. No, I'm serious. It's just like I just want to sit here and sing, Looking for Trouble.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Looking for trouble,
Yeah.
find it easy. Looking for trouble, you're the rest of your life.
There you go. Preach
That's
it.
great.
Now, what would that sound like? What would that sound like to the piano of The Exorcist? Let's hear what that sounds like.
Never know.
Oh, made my day.
Wow.
That is
Oh,
awesome.
made
Nice
my
hearing
day.
Jan
Made
Arden
my
sing
day.
that stuff.
Well,
That was great.
I'll start singing Darby and Biff here. Like, give me 2 seconds, but I'll
Yeah.
stop now. But just
Keep going. Keep going.
We got to smoke a pack of cigarettes and drink a
Oh,
bottle of
nice.
Jack Daniels. Then we sing Darby Mills.
Yeah, there you
but,
go.
but happy anniversary on your show. Happy anniversary on your show, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Jan.
Thank you.
Yes,
very
happy
much.
anniversary, guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm
Thank you
beside
very much.
myself just seeing you guys here
I know,
together
I
on one
know.
screen.
Crazy,
It's
right?
insane.
Darby, you're on the. Are you still in on the island? Where are you again? Let's get into that.
No, the Okanagan.
That's right,
Interior
Okanagan.
BC.
Wow.
How is,
Yeah.
is it nice and it's probably not snowy anymore there, is it?
No, it's a beautiful day today. We've got a week of probably 20-degree weather here, so it's great.
Ooh,
We've been
nice.
golfing a lot and getting outside, trying to stay fit. This
Yes.
pandemic thing has definitely worn me down, so I'm doing a lot of physical activity and trying to stay ready in case we ever get to play again. And Biff, I love seeing how you post. This is going to happen again. We've rescheduled this tour. It's like, no, shit, it's not happening.
I know.
Yeah.
And as you can see,
Sorry, my leg.
Biff lives at the Kiss Army headquarters that her husband Snake put
That's right.
together, which I really appreciate. In Toronto.
I can't.
Toronto somewhere, yeah. I love it.
Well, what can I say? Very different out here in Ontario, I think, than it is anywhere else
Is it?
right now.
How so? Isn't it like
Well-
third lockdown going down up there right now?
Indeed, and the thing
Fourth,
about
wow.
lockdowns, obviously everyone knows they're necessary. But what we have here is something even more exciting called the stay-at-home order, which is to try and encourage people to just really avoid, having to go out. But of course, it's not easy if, like, say, someone has to go to work.
Right.
It's been very challenging for Ontario, and particularly.
I can't imagine.
Don't get me started. In public health and everything, but it's exciting.
But the important thing is everybody can stay home and watch Jan on Hulu now.
Yes,
That's the important.
yes, absolutely.
Just Jan.
Just Jan.
Just Jan.
Yeah.
Just Jan.
Just Jan.
We have a stay-at-home order in Winnipeg here too, because I think a couple of days ago I was telling you that it was plus 16. I think one of my neighbors was actually out suntanning. Today there's about a foot of snow. So it just goes to show you, you don't like the weather in Winnipeg, wait a day or an hour.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
So nobody wants to go anywhere right now, anyways.
Down here, 'cause it's blazing hot down here.
It's
so.
got to be
I bet.
blazing.
Lucky. Well,
Yeah,
I
you're
think
lucky.
that maybe
It's
Jan, I don't know if
82
you
degrees
know.
Fahrenheit here. So.
Ooh.
I don't know if Jan knows this. I went to high school with Brent Fitz.
That's
So
right.
We went to the same high school. He's younger than me, and I think Todd. I don't remember when I met you, but
I think we met in a parallel universe fighting dragons. That's the way I've envisioned it.
I don't know. I think of all the. I think I feel like you guys were all at a Chocolate Bunnies from Hell gig that I was at
Probably.
underage, but
Probably,
yeah.
yeah.
It's fun.
You
going
and
back.
Brent Fitz would have been the bad kids smoking cigarettes out back with Van Halen shirts on or something.
I don't think so. I think Brent was a very good kid. I think he
That's
was
true.
a very good
Well,
kid.
we're going to find out what you guys
Yeah.
learned in school in just a few minutes, because we've got some trivia coming up here.
Oh God.
Just before we do that, I just wanted to ask Darby, because we had Bill Henderson on here the other day, and he said that Brian was a figure skater as well, and I wondered if you guys ever put on skates together.
You know what, he was, and we never did. We never got to skate together, which is a shame, because I'd have loved to see what he could have done or would have done. And he was also like in at least the top 3 in the Nova Scotia area, and could have been he could have taken that path. Right, in his life.
Wow.
Right. I'm sure he would have given Elvis Stoico, mind you, he would have been older than Elvis, but it would have been something to see Too Loud go down that road for sure. Yeah.
Totally caught me by surprise. I just couldn't see it, but
Yeah.
amazing.
And it's a missed opportunity as a stage prop, by the way. You guys could have been skating around.
Well, we did. Well, we were recording the second video. Brian ran and jumped up on the drum riser, jumped on top of Bernie's kick drum and pushed off. And I watched the kick drum like compress down like this. Brian flew off. He had his guitar on, landed on the plywood stage they built, and went right up to his chest.
Whoa. No, that's rock and roll.
So that little bit of figure skating talent there, because he didn't break anything. He should have broken his neck, actually. But so, yeah, we've got pictures of him just standing through the stage going, yeah.
Oh
this is
my
rock and roll.
God.
God.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Yeah.
Wow. So do we want to get to these questions now?
Yes.
Darren?
No.
Well,
how is this working? Do you like how unprepared I am? We're all
So-
like, what's going on? How does this work?
So I've taken the liberty to put you guys in teams. So it's going to be, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. So
that's exactly how you get girl germs. Sorry,
that's right. Yeah. This is a cootie free zone here.
Okay, fair enough.
Are we going to have to go into a closet?
Different game.
Introduce
Different game.
And just sit there and tell each other, we'll just tell them that we kissed.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So
Do we get to call in? Do we get to call in a friend? Do we have a? Do we have a
well, no,
lifeline?
you're basically going to have your
Oh,
partner.
friend.
So
I guess
I'm a friend.
we're the friends, whoever. Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
Shane and Holly, you guys are going to be a team.
Okay.
Corey and Jan, you're a team.
Okay.
Brent and Darby, you're a team, and Todd and Biff, you guys are a team.
Yeah,
Okay?
just like old times, Biffy.
Yeah,
We got
just like old times. That's right.
So without
The
further
Black
ado,
Tie Club.
and just to let you know, these are all Canadian related questions. So you guys are we're just gonna see who the smartest one is. That's all we're gonna do.
Oh,
So-
God. No pressure.
Okay, here we
Really worried.
Yeah, I'm out.
Here we go.
This is Toque Talk Jeopardy.
Funny, dude.
All right.
Production values are on fire around here.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
It's
God.
crazy.
So we can do this one of two ways. We can just kind of go through the teams like we did before, or we can just basically say, raise your hand or call out, and then we can do it the real way. What do you guys prefer?
I would say do it by teams because there's too many of us. It'll be chaos.
Okay.
10 of us
So
will shout out the answer or something, and then
fair enough. So you
And
can
you can
win.
read
You
the question
gain
to us.
points, or yes, you just like Jeopardy. You're going to lose or gain the points. So Todd and Biff, we're going to go to you guys. You guys take your choice.
What do you think, Biffy?
I'm gonna always gonna say whatever your preference is.
Well, let's go for music because we dabble in that.
Okay.
For music for 300. Let's get
Music
let's
for
get nuts.
300.
Oh,
Okay, here we
wow.
go.
Wow.
Nimbus 9 Productions was formed in the 70s by these two notable Canadian producers who have worked with the likes of the Guess Who, Alice Cooper, and Kiss.
Okay, well, I'm going to say it has to be Jack Richardson and Bob Ezrin, perhaps.
Yes.
Sorry, hang on a second. Who are Jack Richardson and Bob Anderson?
Okay,
Bob-
we're not that formal.
Yeah,
Wow,
they
good
didn't get to
one.
win that.
Yes.
I didn't even ask you, Biff. I'm a total jerk. Sorry.
No, I just went yes. Because
So good job. Good job.
yes.
That was rough. I really
Wow.
felt that one. What do you think,
And-
Biff? You're gonna allow me to pick the next one?
Of
Well, are we
course.
gonna just is it go
Oh, yeah.
till you bust, or are we gonna
I'm
move
gonna
through?
let you
No, move around.
We're gonna go move around. So we're gonna go
Otherwise,
to
otherwise
go
Biff and I are gonna dominate this entire game.
you're
I'm
gonna
just
clean the
out.
board, yeah.
I don't
Brent
think-
and Darby. Brent and Darby, go for
Ladies pick. Go ahead, Darby.
Oh God, you know what? I can't because I can't see the.
I have my glasses
Oh
on.
no, me too. I need my.
And these are new
Okay, hold on.
$600 glasses, and they don't work. So
Is potpourri actually about potpourri? Or
it's
is
a
it-
mixed
I know,
bag.
yeah.
It's a mixed
No, I
bag.
understand.
Sounds interesting.
I think if it was about potpourri, that'd be hilarious.
Okay, so the categories are music, famous for, geography, TV movies, and potpourri.
No, TV/movies. It could be TV
TV/movies.
or movies.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, not
Okay.
made for TV movies, but yeah.
do you want to try TV movies then?
Yeah.
TV/movies. Okay.
Or-
You pick the number.
Well, I'm
And Brent.
afraid because I know Todd already has that whole category sorted. So
How does this
alright.
work? How does this work if they don't get it, Darren? You just kind of tell them.
You lose the points.
I see. I got you.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna
Oh.
keep moving on. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, we better just start with 100. Okay, we'll keep it easy.
gonna go
Okay.
TV movies for 100. Okay.
Oh no.
Damn it.
This Canadian TV actor starred in the well-known series Bonanza as Ben Cartwright. What is his
Oh
name?
no. Ben Cartwright.
He was also in Battlestar Galactica, if that helps you.
Jeez.
Hey, there's only room for one host on this show. Okay, buddy.
Sorry, Alex.
See,
Battlestar
already
Galactica.
I
That's
called
not
it.
me. Wow.
It's got me too because
We need an answer. We
I
need an
know
answer.
It is.
We need an answer,
Really?
guys.
No, you know.
Well, we're gonna lose the points. Go ahead, whoever wants to blurt it out.
Lauren Green.
That's right.
Wow,
Because he's Canadian.
Of
I would have
course.
thought that, but I
Wait,
forgot.
I
Okay,
was
so-
thinking of Haas, not
I didn't
Ben.
know that because he's always called Pa, not Ben.
Right.
Ah,
That's true.
I was-
That is true.
yeah.
That is kind of
Oh,
misleading.
really?
So
Hawk
Brent
Heart, right.
and Darby, they're the first ones to see the negative side of the scoreboard. So we're
Darn
going to
it.
move
Only
on.
100.
Yeah,
We
only
don't
100.
suck too
100,
bad
that's not
then.
bad.
Yeah.
Easy to get.
Corey and Jan, this one goes to you. Where do you guys want to go?
You pick Jan.
I think we'll stick with TV movies for
Yep.
200.
Let's
Oh
do
my
it.
goodness.
TV movies for 200. Okay. Bobby's World, Deal or No Deal, America's Got Talent.
What's the question?
Something in
I
common
know.
with all of them. And it's,
I know.
The person related to all those things.
yes.
And he's Canadian.
Oh, I can't believe I don't. I know who.
I
Who
see
is
the
it?
face.
Corey.
I see the face, but I can't remember the name.
Biff, we got
Howie,
this.
Howie Mandel.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
I knew that.
Yes, he
Yes.
is.
I did not know that. I did not.
And we're going to
know
let you
that.
slide because it wasn't in the form of a question, but we'll let it go.
Who is Howie Mandel?
My wife is yelling out the door, Howie Mandel!
Oh,
But she's literally yelling out the door because Howie Mandel's out there. That's why.
Can I just say that I'm so impressed with the production value of this show?
I know, right?
This-
Pretty impressive, right?
yeah.
It's gonna be your show, this show, and Shit's Creek. We're gonna be like, we're all in for the awards.
Toque Talk just sneaks in on the coattails of Jan Arden. I like that.
Okay, and we're gonna go to you, Shane and Holly. Let's see where you are.
Holly, go ahead, darling. What do you want?
Holly's not Canadian, so we got to
Um,
cut her a break on some of this. But she knows
How-
about
Yeah,
Canadian.
Shane.
Yeah, but
you're
you
gonna have
spend
to,
enough time
take
up here,
the
you
reins
know.
on-
Yeah, you'll know.
How Canadian are the potpourri?
Well, I mean, I
It's
came a bit late and
a,
left a bit early, so yeah, it cut me a little slack.
The potpourri is made of maple
Can we
leaves
try
and syrup.
Famous Four
So there you go.
100?
famous for 100. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Canada
Shane,
is
how's that with
home to
you?
the oldest brewery in North America, which was established in 1786.
Ouch.
Name of the brewery.
Do you want this? It's actually the actual
What would it be?
brewery, huh?
Well, and I'll even give you a hint.
That's a $100
It's obviously a
question.
brand. Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's really only a handful. I mean, what's sure you
It
guys
could be two, actually, I
That?
think it could be two, but I'm not sure.
well,
What is it
what's
there?
your gut?
I'm gonna
What's your
go with
gut
actually Labatt's
What is Labatt?
and not Molson. What is Labatt's?
Oh,
You were close. You were close.
I thought it was one of your trick questions. That's why I didn't go for Molson.
fine.
No.
Oh, that was
But-
that was.
I'm
It's only
sorry.
100.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. So back full circle. Todd and Biff.
Hello. This is
What's your
totally
name?
enjoyable, by the way. Do you
Oh yeah,
wanna-
you're up. What do you want to? Where do you want to go
Oh,
next?
I feel badly that no one has chosen potpourri. I feel very, very determined to see investigate what's in. I'll let
Sure.
Todd pick the monetary value or the points value.
Oh no, we're playing for
lost
real
him.
money here.
Oh, good.
Can't hear Todd. What happened to
I
Todd?
think his mic came unplugged.
Todd
we can't
muted
hear
his
you.
mic.
Yeah, that's probably
Todd
good.
muted your
Keep
mic.
going. Keep going.
We've been trying to do that for a year. We've been trying to do that for this whole year, and it's finally happened. The rest of us can get some talk time in here now.
Okay, so yeah, now
Okay,
we're gonna win. Okay.
Biff, it's going to you.
Yep.
You're
Pick
gonna
it.
have to take one for the team here.
Oh, I understand. Story of my life. So I think let's try 200. A little conservative, but let's try
200. Okay, here we go. Canada's most purchased grocery item.
You're asking the wrong girl.
Wow.
I eat like a freak. I have no idea what people buy. I'm gonna guess that
Okay.
that it's probably like I don't
Tofu.
know, like
Tofu.
milk. No, it's probably milk or something like that. Something I don't eat.
Okay, well, I'll give you a hint. It's not something that vague. It would actually be a product that would be a branded product. So
Oh, I
that-
see.
it wouldn't be something as generic as just
I know what it
milk
is.
or eggs. It would be
I know.
something.
I see. I see. Oh, I see. Like, but not shreddies or like Like what? Like I don't know what.
Oh, hang on.
Craft dinner.
I
Craft
don't
dinner.
know.
Todd's back. Well, hang on. Todd's back. Todd, do you know?
Canada's most purchased grocery item?
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. Let's say, what do you think? Craft dinner?
I can't be sure.
Maybe.
Well, we need an answer.
It's either that or beer, but that's not really a grocery item.
Or
Yeah, I
cigarettes.
said
Or cigarettes. Yeah. DeMaurier cigarettes.
That's
Players
funny.
Light. No.
We need an answer. We need an answer.
You want to say craft dinner, kiddo? Or what do you
Sure.
think?
I
Let's
don't
say
really
Kristen.
know what
I don't know
I
either.
can't imagine.
Okay,
what it would
we're
be.
just giving away the points here today
tea.
because
Is it red rose tea?
yeah.
You guys know the
Craft
answer.
dinner.
You guys know
You
the
were right.
answers.
You were right.
Jesus, craft dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Brent,
do- They
Brent
have
and
a
Darby.
vegan version now.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
man.
Okay, really quick,
Oh,
by the way,
man.
anyone that's American is going, what is craft dinner? Because that's our Canadian word for macaroni and cheese. So I just wanted to clarify. 'Cause
I believe
Yeah.
Kraft is the name of the company that makes it, and then Kraft Dinner, because Kraft made peanut butter and a bunch of stuff like that too, I believe.
which is also
Yeah.
not available down here in the
Kraft.
States.
Remember, Kraft Peanut Butter brought
Really?
you Carol Burnett every Friday night was always sponsored by Kraft Peanut Butter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I'm 76 years old, so
Did you guys call?
Hey, you're not old enough to know that.
I told you it's a wig.
I just want to take a quick poll here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you played it well.
What did you guys call lunchtime dinner and dinner supper?
Depends.
That's a prairie thing.
Supper.
It depends on what part of the country you're in.
Yeah.
Couch
Supper.
and sofa,
Yeah,
roof and roof.
Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield, yeah.
Chesterfield, yeah.
Yeah. Whose
Yeah,
turn
exactly.
is it now?
Yeah,
We're gonna go to
Brent.
Darby and Brent. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Darby and Corey. No,
Darby
no.
and Brent.
Brent.
Darby and
Brent.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Darby
Okay,
should
Brent,
be-
I'll pick
Yep.
the category and you can pick the amount this oh no, that's what we did last time. Okay. Let's go geography for you pick how much.
We'll keep it light. We'll go 200 though. Let's do 200.
We're gonna win for being chicken asses, right?
I was gonna say you're never gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
a,
here we go.
that's a strategy.
This Canadian city is often referred to as Hollywood North.
You probably
Easy
lived there.
Easy.
Yeah. You know that, Darby.
Easy peasy. Yeah.
Mhm.
That well, Vancouver or North Vancouver, where all the studios are.
In the form of a question, please.
Oh, damn.
I don't think it needs to be that specific.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're right. There you go.
Yeah.
Easy like that.
Oh wow.
Nice job.
That was
Okay,
easy.
so
That's awesome.
that brings you guys back to the plus side. Corey, Jan, you're up.
Do you want to do TV movies or geography?
No
Let's
risk,
do,
no reward here, guys.
let's do famous four for 400.
Oh,
look
okay.
out.
Ooh,
Wow.
here we go. We're going for the
Wow.
toughies. Okay, here we go.
The big time.
Canada is the world's largest exporter and producer of this fruit.
Ah, easy.
It's a fruit.
Easy.
Is
You
it?
know it?
Yeah.
The largest
We need an
export
answer
into
from the
this-
team. Yeah.
Peaches. No, that's Georgia. Apples? I don't know. Corey, what do you think?
Apples. What do we have? Cherries, apples, peaches.
Cherries, maybe?
Craft dinner. Sorry, that doesn't.
Why?
Berries. No, I'm kidding.
Would you consider tomatoes a fruit?
Tomatoes
Yeah,
technically are a
sure.
fruit, but
Yeah.
we're not.
We definitely don't do that. We don't have it's not that.
Okay.
Saskatoon berries.
So it's
We need an
probably-
answer. We need an answer.
I would
Okay.
say. What are you gonna say?
No, you go. If we're gonna lose, you're gonna be responsible.
It's gonna be my fault. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, what are peaches?
Fail.
Wow.
I did not know that.
I didn't know. I didn't expect to learn things today.
I
Like,
didn't. To
This
be
is
fair-
this is homeschooling because everybody
Yeah,
has
exactly.
to pick up a couple of
Blueberries.
things. So
To be
That's
fair,
right.
Darren just makes up these questions and these answers. I don't really know.
Amazing.
exactly.
We're
So
two in the hole.
unfortunately, that drops you down to negative 200. Good thing you didn't wager anymore. Shane and Holly, we're going back to you.
What do you think, Holly? Should we go big? Potpourri
Shane, I'm
for
going to
five?
give this one to you. I'm going to give this one to
Potpourri
you.
for
So
500.
you go ahead.
Potpourri
and
for
choose.
500.
Potpourri for 500.
whoa.
Is that what you want to do?
Well, you really
Shane's
wanna
going
lose
all
it.
in. Okay, all in. Here we go. Canada's only a officially bilingual province. And that probably should have said it.
Oh, 500?
Really?
It's actually. Well, go ahead.
Okay. As long as it's not a trick question. Officially Quebec. What is Quebec?
Darren.
I don't know.
New Brunswick.
Oh.
I was going to
You know what?
say.
I honestly thought it was
I was
Manitoba.
actually going to
I did
guess
too.
Ontario.
Yeah. See,
I
and this
was-
is
I was
actually gonna
that's
guess
why it was a
Ontario.
that's why it was a $500 question.
Wow.
That's why we stay out of the 500s, Biffy.
But guess what? You
Yeah.
guys are all going to go on to do other podcasts. You're going to walk in there and you're going to be smart as a whip, right?
Yep.
So,
Learning a lot.
I'm sorry.
okay, Todd and Biff, back to you.
Should we stay? Should we stay in the 300 range just to kind of stay?
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
we're ahead, so it kind of keeps. I mean, I'm playing a safe strategy here.
I
Which one do you
understand.
think? Famous for geography or TV movies? What do you think?
Totally
Or
up to
or
you.
potpourri for that matter, actually.
It's absolutely your choice.
Let's go TV movies because
For 300?
This is probably a terrible idea. Go ahead.
For
Meatballs.
300. You know you've seen it and got something in your eye, but these two lead actors from the movie The Notebook are both Canadian and ironically both from London, Ontario.
I know this answer. Of course I do.
Hit me with it, sister, because I do too.
Do you? Okay, then
Yeah.
you can say in case I'm wrong.
Well, how about I say Ryan Gosling and you say
Is it Rachel McAdams?
Yes.
yes?
Nice.
Such a
Wow.
nice girl. Such a
Nice.
nice girl.
Wow.
I think
That was
all
awesome.
the Ryans are Canadian, from what I understand.
Yes,
Ryan
yes.
Reynolds, Ryan.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good
Biff, give
job.
it up.
Good job.
Taking
You
a
guys
very
are you guys are
serious
lead. Serious lead.
Really killing it.
So Brent and Darby, I mean, you know, you guys have to make some choices here because I mean we're coming close to
Yeah.
clearing the board, and you guys got to make up some serious ground here. What do you want to do?
I think we should go
He's such a
music
good
for
host.
500. Let's do music.
Music
500.
for 500. So
Oh,
this
look
is a
out.
pretty
Okay.
much this is a
Wow.
make or break point. This is a make or
Hollywood.
break point here.
Is that the answer? Sorry.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. The song Rock and Roll Hell from Kiss's 1982 album Creatures of the Night was originally done by this Canadian rock band and also co-written by another Canadian performer.
Darby, I can speak. If you don't have the answer, I'm ready.
I don't have the answer, but I'm just saying running.
And I'm
in
only
my
looking
head.
for the band. Bonus points just if you
Okay.
can name the co-writer as
Rock
well.
and roll hell.
Because I know Adams was involved with a few tunes with those guys.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
But
Who's the band? Fitz, do you know?
is there probably a Winnipeg connection to it? As always.
As
Just
always.
looking for the answer here. You know?
What is BTO?
Damn you.
Oh, there we
Wow.
go.
Woo!
Good one.
Hey,
Yeah.
rocking it. Way to go.
That's
gonna
man.
stay.
That's beyond Eddie Trunk, Stump the Trunk stuff for
It
Kiss
really
fans.
is.
So,
Yeah,
Oh, man,
but, that's,
that-
but I knew that Canadians and especially Brent, if you wouldn't have got that one, that would have been a real, you know, that would have been worse than when you didn't get Canada's official sport.
I did screw that up in the last. I didn't name the cross. I know I can never live
That's
that.
Yeah,
lacrosse,
I know.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Lacrosse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just bugging. So you guys you're right on the tails of our leaders here. So Corey, Jan, we need you guys need to make up some ground.
We got to go with big money here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do either famous for 500 or music for 4 or geography for 4. I don't care.
Let's do geography for 400 then, Corey.
Okay.
Geography for 4. Here we go. Here you would find the cities Goobies and Come by Chance. They also have a provincial park named Blow Me Down. Actual names. We're looking for the.
I know what it is.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, go.
Wow.
What is Newfoundland?
Damn.
Yeah.
There you go.
Amazing.
Nice one, Jan.
Well done.
Easy.
That was
Okay,
good.
Okay, so
Easy.
there you go. You pulled back into the plus side. So Shane and Holly, I mean, you guys, you're trailing. You got to make a big leap here.
I would jump
What
on
do
a
you think,
500.
Darby?
You guys. Jump on a
What
500
do you think,
grenade.
darling?
Where do you want to go?
What would you like to do?
How about music for 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that where we're going? All right, music for 400. These two former SCTV alumni auditioned for the same role in Ghostbusters. One of them got the role, and the other ended up singing backups on the Ray Parker theme song. We're looking for both of those actors.
Damn it.
Both actors.
One got the part,
I know
and then
this.
one ended up
Drive-
singing.
I know one of them.
I only know the one.
Yeah.
You and me both, I think. I can only think of the
You want to
one.
say? And then-
He's Canadian. That's all you can say.
You got nothing to lose except the 500.
500 meaningless
Yes.
points.
Yeah.
So the one, maybe, who is John Candy?
Oh my God.
And we're looking for
And then
another.
the one that we
Dan
got the role.
Aykroyd.
That's correct.
I get
Is
it.
that what you guys are going
Dan
with?
Aykroyd?
Well, they have to have two answers.
Dan Aykroyd.
Well, we're looking for
Okay,
both of them. The one that got the part, the
Oh.
two guys that competed for the same
He
role.
left-
I mean,
Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis.
yeah, we've given you a lot of chances here. Unfortunately, the answer is Rick Moranis and John Candy.
Oh,
Rick
wow.
Moranis. Oh, yeah.
When John
Wow.
Candy wanted to portray the role against what the director thought would work, they offered Rick Moranis the gig, and in turn, just offered John Candy a backup vocal on the theme song. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, there you go.
That was a challenge.
Points.
Yeah, that's why it's 500 points.
Yeah.
So,
We should get 250. No.
The fact that Shane got John Candy was impressive.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
John
really
Candy,
good.
but that's the one you actually thought was in Ghostbusters. That's what I don't understand.
He's in the video, though. I remember him in the video.
Yeah. Okay, so
Biff and Todd.
Todd and Biff, you guys here, you pretty much have a chance to. Well, no, actually, you know,
Should we do 400 TV movies or potpourri? What do you think?
It's
I'm very
totally-
nervous about it.
Who you asking? It's totally your call.
Let's try TV movies for 400 again. Oh God.
Okay.
making
boy.
their return reunion very soon. These six friends from the '90s popular sitcom featured this one Canadian amongst them.
Six friends from
There
the
was
90s.
there was a
Oh,
Canadian
I know.
on there.
Yeah, there was because Chandler's Canadian.
What?
Yeah.
I
You
never knew
you
that.
guys call yourselves Canadians? The first thing we do is tell everybody who's Canadian.
I didn't know that.
We're gonna have to speed this up. We need an answer.
Oh, sorry. Making their return very soon. These six friends. What am I answering? Friends? The show? Friends?
No, we need the name of this Canadian. One of the six.
Canadian. What's
Yeah.
Chandler's real name? Anybody?
No, we're only looking to you two.
Well, I'm asking.
Do you have to have his real name? Can't you just say Chandler?
Chandler Bing?
Is that what you're going with?
Matthew
No.
Perry. No, Matthew.
Yes,
is it Matthew
yes,
Perry?
yes.
Close.
Close. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like
Is it-
that. Hang
isn't
on.
it?
No,
We
I
need an
think,
answer.
I mean, that's what I'm going with. Matthew Perry. Yeah, it is Matthew Perry.
Yes.
Who is Matthew
Oh,
Perry?
it is.
Exactly.
Good
Yeah.
job.
I was thinking of Matt LeBlanc because he's Joey. And I'm like, are there two Matthews on the show? And I'm like, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually one of those very rarely known that people don't remember that Chandler's actually Canadian. But there you go.
Well, he's actually
I've
born in the
never
U.S.,
heard
but he
that.
was
Never
raised
heard
in
that.
Ottawa by his mother,
Oh,
who was
wow.
Canadian. Yeah.
How do
But-
you like that?
Wow.
Yeah. His mother
Hey.
actually worked for
Kearns and Naked for the big
original
win.
Trudeau government. Here we go. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Fitz
he
and
getting-
Darby. Here we go. You guys got to make a
Oh
move.
my God.
Oh,
Look
Darby.
at this guy. This
I'm-
guy
I'm
wants to win.
Let's do a 500 from either famous for geography or, yeah, one of those two, famous for or geography.
Oh,
Wow.
Which one you want?
goodness. Oh my goodness. Famous for.
Okay.
Famous for 500. Here we go.
Yeah.
The Halloween phrase trick or treat that is used by millions every year is believed to have originated here in 1927.
So it's a yes or no answer? Is that what
No,
we're
it's
looking
somewhere in Canada. We can't just say Canada, but we
Oh.
know it's yeah.
for? Originated in Canada. So the question is correct. We just need this where it comes from.
The phrase
That
trick
what
or
we're
treat
thinking?
is believed to have originated here. Yeah.
Keep in mind, somebody from Winnipeg is asking you this question, so it's probably.
I
Ah,
have to.
really? That's news to me, trick or treat. But
It is to me, too.
yay. So I only drive through Winnipeg and stop every once in a while. If somebody ever lived there, maybe they might know the answer.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh,
I've never heard of it. I'm not going to say Winnipeg because I've never heard.
Okay, well here we're just gonna go because we got a Blackie, Alberta. Yeah.
That is a really hard question.
It's
That's
It
why
was
it's
very-
500.
That's why it's 500.
500.
Nobody knew
Exactly.
Oh, we rocked that one.
Back to so Corey, Jan, you guys have a chance here. Go ahead.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, let's just go TV movies for 500.
Let's do
All
it.
right, here we go. Vampire turned cowboy. This British Canadian actor was inducted in Canada's Walk of Fame in 2005.
What?
Oh, I know.
British Canadian actor.
The answer's in the question. Vampire turned cowboy.
God.
Was he an
Vampire.
actual vampire?
Well, I'm sure he may have played one.
Yeah. 2005. Got to be a pretty old guy.
Oh, wait a minute. 2005.
Well, he was inducted onto the Walk of Fame in 2005.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Turned cowboy. I have no idea.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Everybody here knows the answer to this.
Keanu Reeves?
What?
I don't know. I feel like I just lost for us, Corey.
No,
Well,
you didn't.
there you go. You just said some of the answer right there. I'll give you the hint. The movies are Lost Boys and Young Guns.
Oh, who is Kiefer Sutherland?
Yes.
Come on.
Told ya.
We don't get that. We don't get that.
How is he British?
Yes, we did. We got that. Fair and
That's
square.
fine. That's fine.
We're going to
We'll
make it interesting, so we're going to allow that.
Okay. We'll
I
Yes.
feel bad about that.
No, that's okay. So
Kiefer's Canadian.
It was a hard question.
I know.
I thought for sure you guys would have got that.
I
Lost
remember being-
Boys? I mean,
Vampire.
in Lost Boys? You've never seen Lost
Yeah,
Boys?
maybe not.
That's a classic.
Oh, my God. Okay. Shane and Holly, what do you got to lose here?
We're gonna go down fighting, right, Holly? What are we doing?
Yeah.
500
Yeah, let's
geography.
go down. If we're gonna go down, let's go down deep.
There you
500
go.
for geography.
500. Canadian Frederick Banting was the inventor of, this should have said insulin. That was a typo. The flame of hope was lit in honor of finding a cure for diabetes and continues to burn at a memorial in this city.
Ooh.
Oh.
Flame of hope.
And it continues to burn in this city.
Wow.
This is a hard one.
Yeah. Hey, we got to start doing that.
I would say Maritime province somewhere, one of those cities.
We need an answer.
That's
Well,
what
it's
I
not
was thinking,
Calgary.
too.
No.
Halifax.
Hmm.
What is Halifax?
London, Ontario.
Hey, don't listen to me.
Of course. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Zing.
Yep.
Zing. Okay. So TK and Biff, here you go.
I would
you
I
wanna
would never
stay-
have known that.
Do you want to stay sort of pseudo safe zone at 300, or do you want to jump for that 400 potpourri? How are you feeling?
I feel very like taking that risk. I feel okay. I feel confident because it
Keep
doesn't
in mind,
matter.
we
the outcome
lose
doesn't
400
matter.
points. That's true.
We're
That's
just-
true.
It's that we're all together.
I just
Corey,
can't
Corey
say-
and Jan can catch you. I mean,
They can
you know.
catch us. That's why I'm kind of concerned. But we'll try the 400. If we lose 400, I'm going to blame it on Biff and never speak to her again.
Okay,
You're
here we go.
welcome to do that.
Just
You're
kidding.
This animal is seen on the Canadian quarter.
Take it, Biff.
Oh man.
No looking in your pockets.
Easy.
Come on.
So is it a caribou or is it an elk or is it a moose?
Well, that's the game. You got to give us the answer. You can't just rattle them all off. It's not a red light challenge.
It's one of those things, Darren. Let's move on. Let's just take the points and move on.
Well,
I think it's. I'm going to say caribou. I think it's a caribou. What do you think?
I think
Look at how quiet everybody is.
Is that what you're going to go with?
Because everyone's racking their brain. Is it
Usually everybody's
caribou?
like,
You're going with caribou, and that is
Isn't it?
correct.
Oh,
Wow. Good job.
Biff Naked,
Good
you
job.
are a champion.
oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful
I can't
animal.
see it. I
Wow.
can't actually see anything without my glasses. So last time I used a quarter. It wasn't for the payphone. Let me put it that way.
Okay, Darby and Brent. I mean, you guys got to stay on the plus side here at least, right?
Hey,
So, what do you want to do?
Brent, you want to
let's do
just go
one of-
grab a drink somewhere?
I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shane and Holly are buying.
Let's
I
just
know.
go-
We'll just go for a
Okay.
300.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
I mean, potpourri sounds fun. Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, here
Let's
we
do
go.
it.
Canada's oldest city.
Oh, for crying out loud.
See, at least you guys are going to take away knowledge, even if you don't take away the points.
Totally agree. Yes.
I think I got a pretty good guess.
Okay, what is that?
I would say Quebec City.
That's
And
what I'd
that would
say.
be wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
I would have said that too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, drops to the negative.
1897.
Yes.
Hey, here we go. Speeding things along. Corey, Jan, where are you going to go? You guys have a chance. If you
Famous
can-
for 300.
Let's do it.
Famous for 300. Okay, here we go. Canada has more of these shops per capita than anywhere else in the world.
It's got to be freaking bong shops.
That's probably true.
Well,
It's gotta
remember,
be like
per
a
capita.
Starbucks or something like that. Coffee, right? Or
I,
McDonald's.
I would say coffee shops. Hey,
That's what I think.
Just,
Yeah.
You know what? And it, technically, yeah, we're going to give that to you. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Shots.
Oh boy.
Technically.
Let's lobbing softballs.
There we go. Okay. So,
Amazing.
Shane and Holly, here you go. Chance to redeem
All right.
yourself.
Holly,
Oh, goody.
what do you
Yeah.
want? What do you want to do? We're still fighting,
I'd
right?
like to cash
Geography?
in.
Yeah. Cash in. Okay, you owe us 1,500.
Oh man.
No.
Well, we can
is that
still
American
make
or
a few
Canadian?
points, so
Yeah, it'll be Canadian, so you're all right.
Dan, you pick. It's your turn to pick. Shane.
let's go geography 300.
Yeah, you have to do 3.
Canada was the first place in the world to develop and use the emergency number 911 in this city.
Wow.
Where the hell did you
What is
find?
Toronto?
Where do you get this
Questions.
stuff from?
Hey,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
man.
He
Yeah.
makes it up, everybody. He
I
makes
told
it
Holly this was going to be easy.
No, this is Canadian history. You guys have been spending way too much time everywhere else. Come on. Take a guess if you don't
Toronto
know.
would be my guess.
Okay. Do you want to go, Holly? Go ahead.
What is Toronto?
It seems like a safe
What
bet.
is
What is
Toronto?
Winnipeg?
Winnipeg. Oh, of course. Holy
up with the
moly.
Wars?
Wow.
Because everything's Winnipeg. We know.
It always comes back. Okay, we've only got a couple of questions left. We're going back to Todd and Biff.
Music or famous for, young lady?
You guys are going for a perfect run here. So I mean, if anything, you're
Whatever
gonna,
is your preference.
this is reputations on the line.
Whatever's your preference.
I'll say music, just because, just because.
200.
He braces for it.
Do you want to go music
Sure.
200?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
This band won
Sure.
the Juno Award for Group of the Year in 2017, 27 years after winning Most Promising Group of the Year.
You bastard. That's a tricky question.
2017.
27 years after winning Most Promising Group? What the hell? This band won the Juno Award. Oh, for Group of the Year. Okay, so
I
in
know.
2017, they won Group of the Year.
I
27
know who
years.
it is.
27 years after they won Most
I just wanted to
Promising
mention,
Group.
Jan is defecting to our team, which works out well in our order.
Well, she
That's
has a
what I
whole
like
bunch
to
on her
hear.
piano over there. So, I mean, she probably was there.
Is it the Exorcist theme?
Would you rather have roses on your organ? No. Tulips on your organ? No. How does that go?
Roses on your piano or tulips on your organ.
Oh my God. Okay, so the band has been around for 27 years because they were up for Most Promising, and then they won it in 2017.
Biff said she had the answer.
No, Jan said.
I
Jan
did
said,
not
but that's
say
different.
anything.
Jan did not say.
But you know what? We've given you
I
guys
have
too
a
many
couple
breaks. We need an
answers.
answer. We need an answer.
Go, Jan.
See,
I don't think we've had breaks.
let's see. Group of the Year in 2017. I cannot take answers from my wife, can I?
No, we need an answer.
Lifelines.
What would you
I'm
say?
going to give you the hook. I'm going to give you the hook.
I know.
You can't give us the hook. I don't know who it was, but when you think about 27 years ago, all of us were already in music. So if it was the Most Promising Group of the Year, they've only been around as long as we all have. So it's
That's
not
true.
like not like
And
from
there's
the
still-
80s.
This is a good way to talk around. I don't know the answer. So we're just going to need something.
Group of the Year.
Answer.
Well, it's
And they're probably from Winnipeg.
let me just do the math really quick. 27 years ago, I was 63, so that's. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to buzz you guys on this one.
You can't buzz it.
I knew it.
I was gonna say that.
Oh,
I knew
That's
it.
impressive.
You know, we've just given you guys too many chances, and
That
I
makes
mean,
total
we
sense.
need to give
I
you
was
a
gonna
negative there.
say that, but it didn't seem
Okay.
right. Wow,
I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna say that.
good one, bit.
Brent and Darby,
Oh, God.
take it away. Clean this board up here.
We're way far down, right? So we might as well go 200 so we can try and get something back, I guess.
Famous for 200. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
A 2010 food poll said that 43% of Canadians would rather eat this than have sex.
So this isn't my answer. I'm just going to refer with my partner for a second. Do you think it's chocolate?
Brent?
Yeah, that's a good safe bet. I don't think it's going to be but you never know with
Pierogies.
Darren. And
Pierogies.
yeah.
Okay.
If it's a Winnipeg-based question,
It says 43% of Canadians, not Ukrainians.
Canadians, yeah.
Mixed jerky.
43%. So
yesterday.
that's basically the female content of Canada, is it not?
Yeah.
43%.
Nowhere. It just says 43% of all Canadians. It doesn't say females.
Female. Well, then it might not be chocolate if it's not all females. I don't know, but I guess that's my guess. If you're in, okay, we're going with chocolate.
Wow.
Oh my God. This is 43.
Eating your puppy dog. That's so sad.
What is the heart attack rate in Canada? I want to see that.
Exactly. Yeah. Where's John Candy these days?
Poor John.
Okay, so we're going to move on. Corey, Jan, take it away.
They can't catch us anyway.
Music 100.
All right, here we go. In 1998, this band's song reached number 1 for appropriately 1 week and quickly became a karaoke singer's nightmare.
This is how you remind me of how I really am. Maybe that one?
No.
No?
1998, this band's song reached number 1 for appropriately 1 week.
Who is Bare Naked Ladies?
Woo! There you go.
Wow. Wow.
The answer was right in the question.
1 week since you looked at me or whatever.
Oh. Yeah. And that's why they say karaoke's nightmare, because nobody ever knows that chummy chicken, chicka chicken, you know, all that part, you know.
The Chinese chicken.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like a Chinese chicken.
Jan, you rock.
Okay.
What do you know about, life is a highway? I'm gonna ride it all right now. Does anyone sing a verse? Can anyone sing a verse of that song?
You guys do that song. I bet you could probably do it the whole way through.
Traveling on Sunday here.
I have faked my way through that one many times.
Okay, I picked the wrong group of people.
Okay, so you know what we're gonna do to make this fun? There's no way that anybody can catch Todd and Biff. So these are just going to be general questions to everybody here. So let's see who can answer these ones. Canada has this many time zones.
6.
4.5.
Whoa, and we got to go with.
Who said that?
Jan.
There you go. And last question to clean the board. Here we go. This Canadian chain first opened in Hamilton in 1960.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah. There you go.
How do you like that?
All right.
There you go. And you guys,
it was fun.
And you learned something along the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's retaining it that matters.
I've forgotten all of it already.
Yes, me too.
We'll get him back next time, Holly.
That was
all right.
fun.
That was so fun.
Good one, Biffy. Good one, Biffy.
Yeah, good job, guys. Good job. So, like you said, I mean, whether you learn something or not, I mean, now you can go and ask these questions to your friends. It's great for parties, and when you can have them again.
I can't wait. Blackie, Alberta, I just discovered is in southern Alberta.
Blackie, Alberta.
Yeah.
I thought you guys would have heard that one before.
I'll bet you $1,000 Blackie, Alberta has
It was
a
in
strip club.
Alberta. It's south of. It's close to High
Probably.
River. Anyway.
Yeah, it's probably the only town I haven't played in Alberta.
Yeah.
I think so. And what was the Blackie, Alberta question? Was that trick or treat?
Trick or treat, yeah.
That started in Blackie, Alberta?
Well,
apparently so.
It's said to have originated there. And because I said so, that makes it true, yes.
Okay. We'll allow that. Crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there you go. So, I mean, you guys all did good. I mean, some better than others, but hey, good job, guys.
That was great. Thank you.
That was actually way more professional than I had.
Yeah, it was great.
Anticipated.
I know.
The way that we do things around here.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's
It's really something else.
Yeah.
And Jan got a chance at the beginning to say what she said, and I do want to say not only to Holly, I've worked with Holly my whole career. The first tour, the Lock Up Your Sons tour I ever did was with Toronto. Biff, I haven't had a chance to see you play yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Ferdy's become a fairly good friend of mine on Facebook, so we're back and forth all the time.
Cool.
I can't wait to get out to see your show. And Jan, I've seen you play numerous times and was a huge component of bringing you into a small festival here in Vernon 20 years ago,
Gosh.
and then ended up being on the road and didn't get a chance to come and see your show live. But love your early stuff for sure. I've got 3
Thank
or 4 of
you.
your CDs, and I listen to them whenever I want to just chill. So and to the Toque boys, thanks for inviting me and bringing Headpins and 36 years of my life into your presence. It was an honor to be part of that. So right on, ladies and guys, and all the best in the future if and when we all get to work again. I
We
so miss
will.
it
We'll
dearly.
get
We
out
will.
there.
We will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome.
We
Can't
could
wait.
pitch Canadian. We could pitch Canadian Jeopardy to CBC and be doing this all the time.
You should.
Yeah.
Well, that's like, did you watch the Canadian Family Feud, right? The infamous Manitoban that was on there, and they up for all the marbles at the very end.
That's right.
What only the top answer, needed to win, and the question was, what is Popeye's favorite food? Bam, chicken.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
That's gotta hurt.
But
Ouch.
I guess Popeye's chicken ended up giving them $10,000 worth of chicken, from what I hear. Anyway, so I mean, it's,
So he's no longer with us.
I did a gig. I did a gig years ago. It was a corporate job, but I literally worked for. They gave me some cash, and then there was like $25,000 worth of chocolate gift cards.
Nice.
It was a.
Whoa.
The store rhymes with Gertie's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, got a
Wow.
lot of. But yeah, I've done jobs for weird things, so chicken wouldn't have been out of the question for me.
Yeah, we've all done that.
I don't eat chicken anymore, but
No, I know. Actually,
Well, it was the
anything
second choice,
food-related
yeah.
would be great. Yeah.
yeah. Well, cash you can buy food with too, so that would always
That's
have been
true.
the
That
the
is
first choice. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, this has been way too much fun.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
What
Thank
is
you.
what is the year looking like for all of you ladies? We talked about a year ago almost, because you guys were early visitors to the Toque Talk show. So I mean, I guess not much has changed, but anything on the horizon? Anything looking up and up, positive?
Of course.
We
Yeah,
get to
I
look
think-
forward to Biff being on Jan. That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you been filming? Have you been filming during the
Yeah,
lockdown?
we just finished 2 weeks ago. So we finished season 3. It was actually, there's protocols. They test us 3 times a week, and there's the masks and all those kinds of things. But I mean, just to be able to have the opportunity to do this. I mean, I'm not an actor. Oh, really? You'd never know.
Well,
but,
you are now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just there's lots of positive things. It's just been nice to write, and like I said, hang out at home. I mean,
Yeah.
I normally the last almost 30 years have been traveling 250 days a year. And I didn't realize how profoundly tired I was. I'm sure these women can attest to that. It's just grueling. Like I was on a plane 3 times a week.
Of course.
And but so it's been nice just to hang out with the deer, and I've got so much wildlife here. I'm just backed onto a river, and it's just nuts.
I know. I see on your Instagram, there's always like animals running around your property or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
and that's
awesome.
the neighbors, and there's also
Oh, wow.
But it's been great, and listening to music, watching movies, watching things that I was the last person in to watch Game of Thrones. Seriously, I'm
Right.
like, fuck, I almost got the time. So I was just like binging things that I've been hearing about for so long, but listening to a ton of music, and
That's great.
just feeling grateful for the changes that are happening in the world. It's pretty amazing what's coming out of this. I mean, there's a lot of shitty things, but there's a lot of really good things too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Focus on the positive. That's why I love following Biff too, because Biff's just a giant
Oh.
bucket of positivity.
You are. honey.
I love it. Positivity is great. They're great. Your Thrones conversation. I still haven't seen that. I'm married to a Kiss fan who allows nothing except F is for family and Family Guy in my home.
Some of the park on repeat.
Yeah, but it's been I look forward to being able to perform again. As much as I love doing the recording, which we've been up to for the last year, I would really like to perform. I think
Absolutely.
that's the thing and like you said, we will.
We will. Holly, what do you got coming up?
Oh,
Holly
she's
frozen?
froze.
Oh.
I believe it or not, after 20 years or so, after 20 years or so, I've picked up the guitar again, believe it or not. That's how
Wow.
boring it gets down here.
I love that.
And one of the songs that I'm still learning, still trying to get done is Insensitive. So I want to say
Amazing.
we're working on Insensitive right now.
Nice.
It's such a beautiful song. I really wanted to.
Fantastic.
Other than that, I'm writing songs all the time. I'm constantly
Wonderful.
writing.
Oh, I can't wait to hear them,
contributing
Holly.
to some blues projects.
Awesome. That's so
Sorry?
great. Well, excited to hear what you come up with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, trying to stay busy. Like Jan, I'm listening to a lot of music and definitely catching up on some things that I had done quite a few years ago and just lost track of, like guitar.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm getting back into musical things that I know that I can still do and keep going. And two of them is guitar and writing. Let's keep
Great.
That's amazing.
It's almost time for a book, Miss Holly.
Yes.
I've been approached several times and weighing the options of whether or not I can actually get through all that or not. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Right.
We're still deciding.
That's exciting. And what about you, Darbs? What's coming up, Sister Darby?
Like I mentioned before we went on air, I've replaced pretty much everything in the studio and brought myself up to at least the, 2010s with gear. You know what? Lost my dad during COVID in January.
no.
Yeah, a week out from the vaccine, going to his care home.
Damn.
And it's a mixed blessing because dementia was. Jan, I followed you. Dementia had taken over him, and I called him every day at 6:15, and basically that's how he knew me, is the 6:15 call. He did, always asking me, "What's your name again?" So it took him before he lost every sense of himself. He could still somewhat communicate. So we're thankful for him not having to become an invalid and, just someone who needed momentary care. But he died alone with a bunch of white costumes and face masks around him because we followed protocol and stayed away for a year. So, it took him from us twice. So, it's real, really. It is real. And to wear a mask, we wear helmets when we ride motorcycles, we wear seatbelts when we're in cars. None of this stops you from getting injured, but it helps keep you from getting injured to a sense that you can't come back, or death. So that's all the vaccine is. And it's I'm frustrated with people.
It is frustrating.
I am.
And I'm ready for everything to get back to some sense of normal. Like you say, when Jan mentioned the airplane 3 times a week, I kind of went like, ugh. But then I kind of thought, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I get to read a book and show up places and rock the world. That'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us here. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, ladies.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much.
For asking.
Anytime.
Yeah,
It's been a blast.
Let's do this again sometime.
We'll do this again for sure. We'll make up reasons to do this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure this will only be a couple more weeks, so we'll see.
See this.
For sure.
I'm trying to organize an intervention for Darren, so maybe I'll get together with you guys offline later.
All right,
Everybody take good care of yourselves. Take very good care of yourselves. It's serious, especially
You too, Holly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for stopping
I
by,
love you
guys.
all.
Big love. Big love.
Love you guys.
Take care.
Everybody.
Be good to each other.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Jan. Bye, Biff.
Bye,
Bye,
Holly.
Darby.
There you go. Yeah,
Holly.
there we go. Yeah.
Wow. That was really fun, man. I don't know.
It was.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people waiting, and they've been texting
Yeah.
me. Sorry, my head's been down the whole time.
I know, and I'm
like,
getting
I
the
can't
notice. It says,
So-
hey, knocking on the door, nobody's there.
Let's bring in the next crew.
Okay, well, so
Who's next?
if you're
Who's
watching
next?
and you guys were trying to get in, it's just limitations as to how many people can participate at once. So we've kind of just lumped them into groups. So we've got a couple of people waiting here. There we go. They're starting to pop up. We got Mr. John Donnelly.
Oh my God.
Mr. Danko Jones.
Right.
Hey, John. Wow. Hey, guys.
Hey, dude. And I saw Jeff Neal was popping in and out there too. Jeff, if you're watching, you can pop back on now.
That's so funny. You guys just missed out like the most. You guys missed all the most amazing females in Canadian rock and roll. I know.
I missed meeting Holly Woods.
we introduced you to Darby once. Remember that?
Thank you for that. Thank you.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again. And if you look behind John Donnelly, you'll see the actual Queen City Kids bass back there, which I always
there it is.
See right there.
Big love for me to seeing Biff on there with you guys. I don't know how we're going to top that segment, you guys. That was hilarious.
Frankly, I don't know either, John.
Were you guys watching at home? Did you know any of those answers?
I knew a couple, but there's some stumpers in there for sure.
There really was. I know.
Really well done there, Darren. Good job.
I know, Darren.
That's how we roll. We can't just go and put stuff that you guys are going to know. I mean, what's the fun in that, right?
Have you put yourself in the hat for the Alex Trebek job? Jeff Neal, Streetheart in the house. Hey, Jeff, your guitars are backwards.
Yes, thank you very much. I ordered them that way. That way only I get to play them.
I know.
Nice to see all you guys.
You too, gorgeous. How are you?
We're good. Everything's going great. All things considered, of course, what we're going through. But I have much to be grateful for. And these are one of these special days too. So thanks for having me here.
No problem, ladies and gentlemen. We also have one more guest coming in to join us, and we'll round out the men's group for the evening.
The sausage party,
Mr. Freddie Kirchie.
Hello, Freddie.
Hello.
Hey,
Freddie.
Let's have a note contest. See who can hold it the longest. Ready? 1, 2. Just kidding. Freddie will always win that one.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm out.
I'm sure he's tired of hearing that too, right? It's like, hey, what else have you been doing besides just holding notes?
Holding notes, just working. That's it.
Yeah.
Just in the studio. That's about it.
He has a life, everybody. Yeah.
Freddie, we just want to make this. We just want to make this the Brady Bunch perfect. If you can turn your phone to the landscape,
Sideways.
There you go. Sideways. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I learned that from last time.
Does everybody know each other? That's Danko Jones in the corner, the
Hello.
lovely, talented, handsome, and that's John Donnelly from the Queen City Kids.
Hello.
The pride of Saskatchewan. That's Jeff Neal from Streetheart,
Excellent.
and that's Freddie Kirchie, who is in California, I believe. Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yes. There you go.
And it's a cloudy day here today.
Is it?
It is.
It is. Yeah, it's crazy.
Really feel for you guys. I feel so sorry for you. It's cloudy.
Yeah. If Darren's in Winnipeg, he has
There's a foot of snow outside. I mean,
God bless.
I think we should just say, while we got Todd and Freddie here side by side, how incredible that version is, Todd, that you guys, that Toque did of your song, Freddie.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
I agree. It's
that song was
amazing.
like an incredible song for me. I don't. It just resonated with me way back then, and I was thrilled that it got the resurgence that it did years later for you. But God, your version of it, Toque, was unreal.
Well, as I said to Freddie last time, I just recently came out of the coma after having to sing that song. So,
Yeah.
But seriously, it's an amazing version. I love it.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
So is my daughter.
Oh, that's great. How old is your daughter again?
She's 21 years old and absolutely loves it.
How old is she?
21.
21.
Oh my gosh! Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
21.
Wow. Amazing. Wow. Hey, has Streetheart done any gigs yet, Jeff? Like during all this, have you been playing?
No, we haven't done any gigs. We've talked about doing a few shows lightly early on, but I think that we haven't got the quality level and the safety level. Those two things are very important to us. The safety, not only for the band and for the fans, but for the crews. Our crew, the house crews. And I think more important than that, it's the quality of the shows. I think that all of our fans, and you guys, I know that everyone here will agree with this, that the fans deserve to have the best shows that they can get. I think
completely.
I have great respect for the shows that they tried to do, but I think sitting in your car watching a band behind plexiglass is not what we've grown up with. Full marks for trying, but you know what we want to do. We want to get out there. We want to get right in their faces again.
100%. And
What
Danko
about
Jones has a new album out, or coming out. I'm sorry.
Nice.
So that's very exciting. The tune's killer, dude.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, man.
Have you been dealing with any sort of like how to do this and how to support an album during all this? I mean, what are you guys going to do?
It's uncharted territory.
It really is.
The album's coming out August 27th.
Okay.
So we pushed it as far as we could. You know, the first single came out a couple of weeks ago. So there's some long stretch of time before, you know, we kind of have to start thinking about touring.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just hoping that audiences can just kind of hold on and wait for a couple of more months than usual till we all get back to normal. But every time I see someone who posts on Instagram that they got a vaccine shot, you know, and I'm waiting, and friends of mine are texting me they got theirs, I'm not jealous at all. It puts me in a good mood. I'm glad because we're just one step closer to getting getting this done. So this morning a friend of mine, she texted me, she got her shot, and she had just gotten it, and she was going home, and I felt great for her. It's great, you know. So
it means we're getting closer and closer all the time.
It sure does. It sure does.
Yeah. And John Donnelly, you deal with a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I mean, you've always been in the promotion and producing side of things. How are you seeing it? Do you know anything we don't? Let's pick John's brain for a minute.
No. You know, it's been really tough. We really thought that we were going to get to a point where we could actually have some safe distance shows this summer. And, you know, in the city of Vancouver, we're dealing with, you know, various health authorities, and they would allow like a farmer's market to happen to sell food, but they wouldn't allow an artisan to come and sell jewelry or other elements that you need at a festival. So we actually got them to sort of agree, well, they'll allow artisan vendors, they'll allow artisans to come on. So we thought we were actually going to get to the point where we could have some safe distance festivals and space the seating out in the field. But now this third wave has kicked in quite hard. And so we're actually bracing for another lockdown. There's going to be an announcement on Monday, and I think they're going to dial it all back again. So the shows that we're planning for this summer are not going to happen now. Now we're looking into the fall. So I've been, you know, somehow I've still been really busy, but we're producing virtual shows, you know.
Right.
We're trying to figure out, you know, we deal with lots of different sponsors. We're trying to find out ways that they can still help get out there, you know. So I'm doing some interesting things like building models and building activations, and you know, but we're not putting on the shows right now. So, you know, there's a big part missing for sure.
Of course. Brent, you had a question, or who did?
Wait, I think
Corey Churko's back. Everybody, take a minute. Oh no, it's
Hey,
no.
Stewart. I was going to say, I thought we had somebody else coming in. Yeah.
That's it.
Pat Stewart was just like he just like appeared like a
he's like,
that's so great, man.
Sorry, our budget only allowed him here for a couple of seconds. I mean, it was just
Darren, that was beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
That his fee is really high. Everybody.
Yeah,
that cost
exactly.
him $50,000 right there.
Yeah. It's paid by the second.
Exactly. That's all we can afford.
Now, John, just
area.
We're back.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to say, John.
Okay.
Angst.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, John. Further to your question, do you think
Jeff.
it's more likely that we be having events maybe in venues that they can control, like say casinos, smaller venues like that, as opposed to festivals? Do you think festivals are maybe a bit harder to control?
Well, I think the next step is going to be sort of seated outdoors.
Okay.
So they want outdoors, but outdoors versus indoors, but still they're looking for spacing, you know, they're looking for space. So if you can space people out outdoors, I think that's an opportunity. But, you know, the challenge with us is that, you know, we've missed that moment for the summer outdoors. So now we're going to get
a lot of prep work,
you know, and it's not going to be quite suitable for outdoors anymore. In BC, we can maybe get away with it in September. So I am still holding dates to do a show at the end of September, crossing my fingers that one will stick. And I think indoors, what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing these reduced capacity events. So,
I'm looking forward to the outdoor shows in like November in Winnipeg. Those will be great.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Actually, they will be great. They will be great.
Yeah.
They would be great. I know they would allow. And Pat, were you in the back of a cop car a minute ago?
Yeah, I'm still in a cop car. I'm in an alley in Vancouver.
This is
The
live at
sun
5.
came
He's
out
running
today.
from the police.
Yeah, exactly. This is actually filmed on
The sun
cops.
came out today, so out here, except for John Donnelly, when the sun comes out here, people just lose their minds, and so I'm not even at home, and I'm running around in the East Van in the alleys, and a cop picked me up, but he's gonna let me out for a couple of minutes.
Nothing bad happens in East Valley alleyways.
East Van, no,
East
God,
Van
you know
alleyways.
that.
No,
You've
not
been
at
to
all.
Those alleys.
Of course,
And it's
yeah.
very good to see all of you guys.
You too, Pat Stewart, ladies and gentlemen.
There's Jeff. Look at Jeff.
There's Jeff Neal.
I have no.
Jeff
Look
Neal.
at. I'm at someone's garage. I have no records. Of guitars.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
That's right.
I can't wait till
find a
the.
trash can.
I'm waiting for the person to come out and chase you off their property.
Yeah.
He's just. Are you just there, like using their Wi-Fi? Is that what you're doing, or is it?
Oh no, I'm full Virgin Mobile data. I'm all about data, man.
Well done. Well done.
Anyway, I just wanted to check in and see you guys at least for a bit. I'm so thrilled to look. There's Danko Jones, man. It's so good to see you.
Danko MF Jones, for real.
And John and I are probably going to be doing something.
And that's
coming up
Fred.
here
That's
with
Freddie
John
Kirchie
Ellis.
Freddie Kirchie from Sheriff right there, sitting next to you.
Right in the middle. Awesome.
Yeah,
Great
right in
to
the
meet
middle.
you.
Good
And
to
the
meet
rest
you
of
too.
Tooks. Look at all you Tooks.
And a bunch of toques. Exactly. Yeah.
Tooks, eh? So good to see you, man. Everybody's every once in a while posting some interesting things. It's always, it's always great to. I guess that was pretty much a year ago, when we last talked.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yeah.
I just said
Almost,
A.
yeah.
Have enough of you guys said A on this show?
He said A. I heard it.
I said A.
I heard it. Yeah.
All right.
That works as Canadian content now. I think we get a grant from the government.
I don't have one of the giant brim hats. But it's actually from Lordco, which is semi-Canadian.
There you go. Fair
But-
enough. What
and
have you
I'm on my
what have you been
iPhone, so
doing
let's-
all year? What does Pat Stewart do all year during a pandemic?
Pat, just so you know, you were on May 19th.
Was it May 19th? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I have it in my calendar. I should have checked. You know what? It's been really fairly busy doing a lot of recordings. I just did a thing yesterday with Brian Howes.
Oh,
I was
cool.
hoping I was going to be.
Nice.
We got it done yesterday, so I'm not there. I was trying to get back down there to do this with you, and I was just going to fly in the room and crash it, and you could see his mug.
Well, please say hi to Brian for us.
I
Man, I haven't
definitely
seen
will.
him in a long
yeah,
time.
yeah, he's doing good. We've done a few things together, and a few other producers. So it's kind of like about once a week. I get 1 to 2 days.
Great.
It kind of averages out to that. So I just had a really great month, and then 2 weeks of nothing. So then I got a little studio in North Van, and that it's John Ellis's spot, but I have a couple of kids of drums in there, and we're going to start working on some things. Once in a while, we do a session there. So mostly that,
Have the odds been able to do anything? Like, have the odds ever been able to do a show or any sort of live stream or anything like that?
We do these things where we Craig Northey, his son is turning into this video whiz guy. So
I heard that.
on our Instagram page, you can see these videos where we each shoot it ourselves, and then we send it to him, and then he puts some kind of magical wizard stuff up, and then we're all kind of together. So it's one of those.
So cool. Yeah.
So we're working on doing some more. We have completed an album of new music, and we have a great manager in Hamilton, a guy named Parkside Mike Renault.
Cool.
He handles this really cool band. You know the Dirty Nil?
Yeah.
You know them, Danko? I believe
Danko
you know
knows
them.
them. Yeah.
I don't know. I know of them.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, they're super cool. He manages them as well, and he works with the Slate. That's that company.
Yeah.
So he's doing a ton of stuff, and so it's really nice having him as our manager, cheerleader, number one guy, and
great.
The plan is to just watching what's going on right with the COVID. We're going to release this record pretty soon, and some videos and stuff. So
Great.
that's that. You know what? Yesterday was with a guy named Mike Young. He plays bass with. He's now with Mother. He was with Devin Townsend for years.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he's just telling us yesterday he's playing bass on this session with Brian, and he's going, "Yeah, we've Mother have sold out their European tour. It's something like I think it's like 6 weeks or something in Europe, and they've sold out all these. They're like 1,200 seat theaters or something.
Wow. Sure. Yeah.
But that's March 2022.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I'm assuming, and John probably, you were weighing in on some things there a moment ago. I'm assuming that lots of things and people are getting optimistic because everybody's, hopefully in 6 to 8 months from now, all of North America will have double vaxxed, right?
Well, yeah.
And hopefully that means something. Although I'm sort of skeptical of indoor venues. I mean, John, what if the Commodore opened up? I don't think you could put the normal amount of people in there.
And you couldn't really make a gig work with like half or 3/4 of the audience. I mean, that doesn't make financial sense, does it?
Right.
Yeah, the math is tough. You know, when you get into these smaller venues and you're relying on revenue, then the ticket price becomes so high that the people can't afford to go. You know, you got to go with smaller capacities. So it's I think we got a bit of a tough road ahead. I'm seeing people announcing shows for this fall, but I'm also seeing that, you know, expecting that they're going to be moved again. You know, how many times have we had to move dates, you know? But I can't wait till they get the border reopened and we can get you guys back here, you know?
Yeah, ultimately,
oh, man.
You know, who would have ever thought that they would close the border for such a long time?
Yeah, we haven't seen I haven't seen my family in over a year now. It's bananas.
Oh, man,
so, it's super crazy. So Fitz was up in Winnipeg for quite a while, but I haven't been up in 14 months or something. It's crazy. Yeah.
And it wasn't easy, you know, quarantine. And it's even probably a little more strict because I know there's that government mandated where you would quarantine ruling. So when I was there last year, it was like, you got to quarantine, but you could, you know, it wasn't as strict. Anyway.
Now they choose a hotel for you. You're staying
That's
at
what I
the
meant.
airport hotel, like Sheraton or something. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. No, thank you.
And you're on the hook to pay the bill too,
And then you got to pay the bill too, But Freddie's got the idea. Freddie's got his own studio. He just sits in the studio and writes and makes music. He doesn't have to worry about that. He doesn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I love that. I walk 14 steps to my guest house, and there's my studio.
There you go.
It's great.
Brilliant.
And I'm in there every day. It really makes me happy. It makes my wife happy because I'm not in the house.
That keeps marriages together for sure.
Yeah, it really does.
Hey, Jeff,
can I ask a question? Did you guys get your shots?
I did.
Did you guys
yes.
get your shots? Your
I'm
vaccinated.
Shots?
April 21st for me.
One.
Nice.
I got mine. I think my next one in.
I got both of mine.
Good for you. Nice.
I'm too young, guys. I'm too young.
Yeah, I know that. The kid.
Ouch.
That was my answer. I'm not even eligible for the first one yet.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, really quick, Jeff Neal. So speaking of studios, I know you're at the Street Heart Mothership, right where you're sitting, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
So,
and if you can't tell, that's a mirror image because his guitars are backwards. I just want to point that out.
I got a bunch of righties out of sight.
Yeah.
Just in case, when someone shows up.
Of course.
But we've been Spider and Daryl and I have been. Luckily, the space is big enough. We've been able to sort of safely get together. We've been our own little bubble for the last year. And we've written about 70 new songs.
Whoa!
And so we do a lot of writing sessions where we sit around writing. We write the old-fashioned way with acoustic guitars and vocals and see if they stand up. And then we're now in the process of sort of demoing up songs. Kind of turning them into sort of tracks. And it's kind of fun, it's really been good. Like Freddie was alluding to, it's like we get this great opportunity. It's been a bit of serendipity for us to have all this time, because we've had so much creative time that, as all you guys know, as touring musicians, when do we get a chance to write?
70 songs.
Yeah. That's like 6-7 albums you guys are releasing next year, then, right?
Oh yeah. Well, we're
2021 box set.
Well, we're in talks right now. Just we're figuring out how what would be the most effective way, to honor the songs, the work that we put into it. It's so hard right now. I mean, so many releases are like a paper fire. It's really exciting for 2 or 3 days, and then it's gone. So we're trying to figure out the secret is, how do you get traction? How do you thing that we took for granted,
I think Danko is a good guy to talk to about that, because releasing a song, your album doesn't come out till August. So you release a song now, you'll probably release say 2-3 songs before you even release the album, which seems to be the new business model. Back in the day, you'd release a single early and then the album would come out. Now it's sort of like you have multiple singles that kind of come out, and just to keep the kind of momentum going, so that when you finally drop the album, it's kind of like, I mean, it's the Wild West these days. With what label are you with, Danko?
In Canada, we're with Sonic Onion.
Okay.
And then in other territories, we're with other labels. So,
of course, right?
Yeah, we've returned to Sonic Onion after 20 years.
That's right. Wow.
Interesting.
So yeah, that seems to be the prevailing. It seems to be the prevailing business model in the 21st century to release, 2-3 singles and then an album kind of comes out. I would love to see you guys do that. Drop a Street Heart single and then make a video for it. All that kind of stuff.
Well, we're sort of. I'm having a hard. Somebody's rubbing their phone in their pocket or something. I think.
I think Pat's got some wind.
Okay.
He's hiding from the cops. Give him a break.
I've been on the tour bus with him. I think that like what we were talking about here. I think the one song at a time is I think that's the new model. I think that it's kind of the way people. I think typically that's how the music industry used to work, was a song at a time. I think the album format maybe grew out of something from the 60s.
Yeah, we literally are back to like, Hound Dog and It's All Right Mama, on a 45. Yeah.
And you have to, you can bemoan the lack of album sales, but it really comes down to that you're really tested to write great individual songs. I think I understand it from a fan's perspective, because I can remember buying CDs in the late 90s that had 18 songs and 9 of them would be completely unlistenable.
Hey, I'm sitting right here. What are you talking about?
And speaking of hit songs, Freddie's got 2 of the biggest wedding songs in the world, and so he just decided to build his own wedding venue. It looks like in his backyard.
Look at that.
Nice.
I love those Bogan beats.
Is that just
looks good, Freddie?
Like, hey, you come to me for the songs and for the ceremony.
Yeah.
That's a missed opportunity, Freddie.
You gotta love that.
You'd make millions if you made that your business model.
Had I known. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I was sitting in my TV room and our housekeeper decided to come in and vacuum the floor. So
it's always that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that my wife would kick my ass for calling her the housekeeper. Please don't tell her I said that.
No. Good thing we're not live on this yet.
We're just taping, right? We can edit that out.
I gotta sign off, guys.
Pat, we love you.
All right,
sign off.
Goodbye, Pat.
Thanks so much, Shane.
Good to see you, man.
Catch back up. It's really good to see all of you guys. And
Great to see you. Great to see you.
Thanks. Yeah, Jeff.
Thanks.
Okay, guys. Take care.
Peace out. We actually did a deep dive the other day, and we were watching Bryan Adams on the Live Aid, and we're like watching young Pat Stewart behind the drums in front of a gazillion people was like, wow, that's so cool that he was on Live Aid. When you talk to him about it, it's just kind of like, oh, it was a gig. I don't know. We flew in and we had to play, and you're like, wow, dude,
such a monster player.
He is.
Ladies and gentlemen, one leaves, one joins. Welcome to the party, Mr. Pete Thorne.
What? Pete Thorne?
What's up? Since I saw you guys like a year ago, I've been sitting in this chair and my hair grew. And
the best voice we've had on this show, in a year. Like listen to that pro voice there.
He's got the radio voice.
And look at that studio.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I upped my lighting game around here too. You should see the light up out here. I went because I got nothing else to do, so I went and I got this crazy ass light for in here. And so
Can you just say we're taking caller 9 for a free prize?
And next up, we've got caller 9 on this hour.
Amazing. And have you met all these characters? That's Danko Jones up there.
I follow Danko on Twitter, and I enjoy his Twitter very much.
One of the best Twitter accounts to follow, by the way. I love following. Yeah, he's got his gloves on all the time.
Yeah, but we've never met. I feel like I know you already through.
Oh, cool! Thank you.
Danko's the best, and that's Jeff Neal, guitar player, legend from Street Heart, right there.
Yes, awesome. So
and
cool.
Freddie Kirchie, the voice of Sheriff. and Alias, you know, the hit songs. You made out to those songs. You may have procreated to those songs. I can't really get into it. And that's Jeff Donnelly from the legendary Queen City Kids.
Hey,
and he's also from Saskatchewan, so it gives him an edge.
Here's another familiar face. If we can get him on here. Let's see. Oh,
Look out! Mikey, how are you?
Mike Reno, look at you.
You can call me Whitey.
I love it. You look great.
That's cool.
Mike, your glasses are cool. I dig those. You're winning on the glasses game here. I got up my game.
I know. Legend all the way.
I'm listening to you guys sing "New Girl" now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Oh yeah.
How you been?
Honeymoon Suite, baby. The best there is.
Yeah, Honeymoon Suite.
I'm trying to figure out why this stupid iPad didn't work. Just give me a second.
That's all right.
We should mention too that Corey didn't just bail out on us. He actually gave up his spot because we can only have so many people on at once. So he took one for the team to allow our guests to come on and be with us here. So
what a nice moose jaw boy that he is.
Yeah, moose. What do you call him? A moose jaw? Ian? What's the
moose jaw?
Moose jar,
I guess.
Moose jar.
Moose jar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pete Thorne, of course, is originally from Edmonton, right?
That's correct.
Wow.
Representing.
But you've been in LA for how long?
Oh God, 31 years this year.
Is it that long?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow.
Too long.
When was the last time you went to Pete?
Sorry?
When was the last time you went to Edmonton?
Oh, it's been a minute. Well, because I would have gotten up there if it weren't for the pandemic, but God, it's been a couple years now for sure. So that's crazy. It's too long. Last time I was in Canada, I was trying to think of that this morning. It was Toronto like a while ago. I mean, 2019.
What were you doing there?
I was doing a clinic actually up at where the heck was I? It was at Cosmo, I think. That great store.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that huge shop. It's an amazing store they've got like outside of Toronto. But anyways, I was doing that.
And you did a throw and go gig
with Toque
with us. Yeah.
Well, that's true. And that maybe would have been one of the last times before.
I mean, Toronto is Canada, but let's be honest, Winnipeg area, that's really honestly
Dauphin, Manitoba.
Dauphin, Manitoba. That's where we were.
We had so much fun. That gig was
people that don't know, Corey Churko was busy with Shania, so we roped in Pete Thorne, and he played guitar. Played the guitar solo to that Saga song. Digga 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 digga.
Nice.
That's impressive.
I think Jeff did the same thing.
For that one.
Yeah. We subject Jeff to that as well because, of course, Jeff has also.
Jeff also played for Toque.
It was the highlight of 2018 for me, that gig at the Imperial. I loved that show. It was great fun.
Awesome. I mean, how much fun celebrating all those great songs.
I think the highlight for Jeff. I think the highlight for Jeff was wearing the Steam jersey, though, right? I mean, that. Jeff,
yes, it was. That was the big deal for me.
You don't get to just don a Steam jersey, for no reason. So
No, and I think I lost 10 pounds that night. That's the most clothes I've ever worn on a gig ever.
Hockey jerseys on stage is no joke. I don't know how Mike Levine did it in Triumph all those years.
Man, that's impressive.
And the shoulder pads.
So Danko Jones, just so you know, Danko, you're my sub. When I can't show up, we need a voice. That Danko Jones, he's the guy.
I'll do 2 of the 20 songs you can sing. I can sing about 2 of those.
Yeah, right.
I don't have the range, man.
That would be awesome, though. I mean, to get you doing your thing over top of take your pick, really. Whatever those 2 songs are, would you kill them? I'd love to hear that.
What 2 songs would those be?
Well, it would be Sheriff.
It wouldn't be.
What about
Dance?
It
wouldn't be
Queen
Sheriff.
City Kids.
I can't do that.
No, Dance, Queen City Kids, and then because
I'll do that.
John Donnelly is also alumni of Toque, who is also.
Of course, he is.
I got to do 2 songs of Toque as well, so I'm.
That's right.
I'm thrilled. I got the shirt. Not wearing it.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't get a shirt. What the heck?
There's Mike. Mike's
We
back.
owe you a shirt, Pete. We owe Pete a shirt.
We didn't get Pete a shirt.
The shirts probably weren't in production as much as they are now back then. That was the Dauphin Country Fest. I think that was like one of the first gigs that you guys actually had. So yeah.
There you go.
There's Mike.
Corey.
Mr. Neil.
Yes.
Hi,
There
buddy.
you go. Yeah,
Hi, how are you, Mike?
that's Mike. That's Mike Reno from a little band
You
called
look
Loverboy.
amazing.
Mike looks amazing. Yes, you know John Donnelly from the Queen City Kids. That's Danko Jones.
Keith,
That's
it's got-
Jeff Neal, Freddie Kirchie, and Pete Thorne. Pete Thorne, the guitar guy.
I've tried to see everybody.
Hi, everybody.
It's like now it's a full-on sausage party. Earlier we had Hollywood, Darby Mills, Biff Naked, and Jan Arden, which was pretty amazing. Yeah,
I was watching I was watching Jeopardy there. That was really good.
Wasn't it challenging, dude?
Man, that was fun.
Did you get any right? Did you know any of the answers?
I had the I did. I can't remember which one it was now, but no, there were a couple that I failed badly on too, and I went, oh, I'm glad I'm not live. It was fun though.
It's especially hard on the spot. It makes it even 10 times harder. You're like, I know this, but
I knew the
so
Rick
Mike
Moranis thing.
You did know that.
I knew John Candy and Rick Moranis.
I knew John Candy. I didn't know Rick Moranis.
Yeah, I knew John Candy.
Lauren Green.
Lauren Green. Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
that
I
one.
failed on that one.
Isn't Rick Moranis the nice puppy when the devil dog is coming at him?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Classic.
No, a couple of classic actors there for sure. Mike, did you freeze up on us?
And
Looks
Todd.
like a freeze. It looks like a freeze to me.
And we can't hear Todd again. We lost
He's just
Todd.
messing with us.
Yeah.
Wow, they're just dropping like flies here. Yeah.
Hey, Pete, really quick. I just want to make it official because you and I didn't get to talk on Toque Talk together, but when we first moved to LA, we did our time together and we played some pretty cool little vibey gigs. Two new Canadians down to LA. And I got to say, as your friend from way back, I'm very, very proud of all the amazing in-between since we played our little gigs in Pasadena and whatnot together. So just wanted to say how it's been great to be friends with you, play gigs here and there. But yeah, I mean, seriously, like if you watched your Instagram every day, I know you have a lot of followers, but it's so, I mean, during COVID times, like it's the best place to go and be inspired, you know, during.
Oh man, thank you, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's really fantastic.
Thanks.
Do you think you get most of your followers because you do most of your things topless? Is that possible?
You know, I think that might detract. I think I've been losing the followers since.
No, not at all. No, it is staggering to witness your might online and your ability is just staggering. It's so much fun following you on there.
I tune in. I just shut the video off and listen to the voice. That's all. You know.
I know. Yeah, it's so soothing. I know.
Yeah.
You know what the key with Instagram is? It's the weirdest thing. You can produce up a song and do like a full video and put it up there, and it'll get some views or whatever. Or you can go, there's this cool idea, whatever, and then just pop your phone up, and then 45 seconds later you're done. You just hit record and put that up, and that'll be 10 times as like. There's something about just doing like the, I love Bryan Adams. Bring it back around to Canada.
Sure.
Yeah.
He'll be working on a tune, and he'll just put his phone up, and then he'll be singing into the phone full force or whatever, and then he puts them up, and I love that shit. Like it's great.
So you're saying a 2-hour show isn't the platform?
It's weird, yeah. Not for Instagram. It's like the instant gratification of, or like kind of like the raw thing, like raw, and
right.
also, yeah. And this is just technical crap, but shooting it always in vertical instead of landscape. You get a big tall video of just sitting there writing a song or whatever. Those are the ones that go.
Oh, really?
That's true.
Yep.
That's actually really interesting to hear you say that because you get so many. In this day and age, I'm sure Danko has to deal with this too when you're trying to do like social media in this industry. It's sort of like people are always trying to give you, this is the time to do it, this is the way to do it, and to hear you say people like it to be kind of almost rough and ready and sort of real seems to make a lot of sense. Yeah,
that's it, man. I mean, literally last week, if you were to look at my last few posts, I put up, I learned the solo because I was just geeking out on Van Halen to Light Up the Sky last week, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna play this down once. So I played it, and that video's gets like 60,000 views or whatever. And the other ones that are like full songs or whatever, they'll be,
What if you can't play "Light Up the Sky" by Van Halen?
Just light one up.
What do you recommend for me?
For you, you can sing anything that's ever been sung by anybody. I think
I could sing. I'll sing the solo for "Light Up the Sky."
Dude, you're amazing. You blew my mind. I'll never forget, like when I was rehearsing for the Toque gig with you guys, and I think I was looking at Zach because I think we were doing a Headpins tune. and you're singing the Darby part, and you're just doing it like it's no big deal, you know. And you're singing. I started laughing. I'm like, fucking listen to that. That's insane. Like, how is he doing that right now?
That's from years of playing AC/DC songs in clubs in Alberta. That's what that is. You have to learn to sing those songs, you know. That and singing Alex Chowacki from the Queen City Kids, of course.
Great tunes.
All these songs have led to all kinds of nodes and throat surgeries. Alex and Brian Johnson and Bon Scott's fault. And Darby Mills, apparently. Well, I think we should. I think now that everybody's here, we should form a band, a really loud band.
It's good. Yeah, I like it. I'm looking around here. We've got, it's good. We've got 4 guitar players.
Yeah. John Donnelly on bass. That's a given.
We've got technically Brent's at bass and drums.
Yeah, Fitz can do
I'm
it.
always, I'm like whatever's missing link, I fill in the blank. So
and we'll do everything duet style, me and Danko, and I'll always be Barbara Streisand, and he'll be Neil Diamond. He'll be Kenny Rogers. I'll be Dolly Parton. It'll be great.
Are we going to do something together, Todd? You and I, we're going to do a Seals and Crofts thing.
We should. We really should do that. Sort of a Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young thing, but just the two of us.
Yeah.
But it has to be virtually unlistenable. Like your throat funeral thing was amazing.
I'm down with that. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you.
Tell everybody about the throat funeral thing. That thing, or is that? Am I saying the name, the title correctly?
Yeah, Throat Funeral, and it was basically.
Just take a second on the title alone, though. I mean, it says so much.
Yeah, it's a vocal noise project that I did like 4 or 5 years ago, and I just had it on my laptop, and so during the pandemic, I kind of put it out on Bandcamp for 3 months, and then I took it down. And so anyone who got it, and it has Tad Doyle did some screaming on it, and Tanya Tagak, she did some incredible vocals on it too. She's an incredible singer. Won the Polaris Prize a few years back, and so it was just me screaming into microphones on days off on tour, and then I made.
Are you supposed to be spending days off on voice rest? You're on voice ruining.
Yeah, so I did it for like 2 or 3 minutes in the hotel, and then I spend about 2 hours piecing it all together.
Oh my God, I want to be inside your head just for like an hour to see what that would feel like.
Hey,
look, Barry Connor. Barry Connor from Toronto is here, ladies and gentlemen, and also Billy Hatch.
Hi, Barry.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Good.
And
Sorry,
Jeff Snoop's like
how's everybody?
Jeff's new puppy.
Great.
That's my kid, Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen, I like it. EVH.
He's a real character, and he's a puppy, and he's moving out of the puppy stage, thankfully. Less cleanup.
Yeah.
Hi, Barry Connors.
Hey, Jeff. How are you, Bill?
I'm good. Good. Welcome to the party.
Do you know everybody, Barry? John Donnelly from the Queen City Kids, of course. That's
John.
Danko Jones from many projects, including Throat Funeral, we were just talking about. And that's Pete Thorne, the guitar wizard.
Nice to meet you.
Now
nice to meet you.
I was just discussing with the gang because you played drums on when we had Darby and Holly on earlier. You were a part of that show too. You were the drummer for I think you were the drummer for Toronto on that tour, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I was. Yeah, the first one was Lock Up Your Sons. We did.
Yes.
Believe it or not, I think I still have a tour memo somewhere. I think we did 46 cities from Newfoundland to Vancouver Island, and if you can find 46 places to play now, it's a miracle.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, and
there used to be 46 places. There used to be 46 places in Alberta to play back in the day.
I think,
of course, after that, I was lucky enough to do many shows with Jeff Neal there,
of course,
and the Fabulous Streetheart with Kenny, of course.
Yeah.
That was a fun tour, Barry. We had a great time on that tour, all through Eastern Canada.
Great.
From what I remember.
Yes. I remember a little bit, so I remember the roller skates.
Roller skates. It was kind of my introduction to Courvoisier.
Yes, of course it was.
Oh boy.
Roller skates and Cavassier. What could go wrong?
Barry, if that's not the name of your book, I'll be really upset.
Well, you know that, Todd. It's going to be egos are for assholes.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but
then,
the real quick roller skate story, we went out on tour with Toronto, about the third tour I did, and we got so sick of the mystery meat and food trays backstage, somebody decided, let's get a couple of roast chickens. It's going to be great. What a great idea. So the first night we're on tour, it's like, wow, this is great. The second night, this is pretty good. The 30th night, we were throwing the fucking things around the room, Who wants to eat any more roast chicken? And I got convinced in a roller skating rink to put one in a roller skate and wheel it out to Kenny Shields during the Street Heart performance. So that was the chicken in a roller skate. Cavassier was involved there too, I'm pretty sure.
Wow. Cavassier was the cheerleader. Yes, go for it. It's going to be great. Just do it, Barry. Go.
Jeff, I found in my patches there the other day a laminate Muyaya lounge.
Nice. Yes, you know where that was. The back
They're
of our
rare.
bus.
Yeah.
So many faces. Welcome to the party, Mr. Al Harlow.
Hey guys,
Oh.
gentlemen, what did I miss? Can we do it? Can we do it again?
Take it from the top.
Rewind it all.
Can you hear me out there?
Oh yeah, Al, that's Jeff Neal from Street Heart. You've never met him before.
Who is this guy? Who's this handsome guy? Hey, brother.
John
Nice to
Donnelly
see
from
you,
the
Al.
Queen City Kids. You've never met him before.
John, how you doing, man?
Let's see.
Barry Connors from Toronto and Coney Hatch. You never met him before.
Well, that's all changing right now. Hi, guys. Pleasure to meet you. My brothers.
That's Danko Jones up there.
Yes, Danko. Good to meet
And
you,
that-
brother. Congratulations on the new album, man. Power Trio.
I know it's so
powerful.
great.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And that's Pete Thorne right above you. Guitar wizard.
Hello.
Good man.
Great to meet you.
The best.
Pete. Hey, man. Nice shirt.
And Al Harlow. Al Harlow from Prism, ladies and gentlemen. Man,
Like,
how you been? How's
Out of prison.
out of prison? Yes,
Released from prison.
yeah. We're all in prison.
Yes, man. Yeah.
How you been? What have you been doing this year?
Well, hibernating like an old bear, I guess. I don't know, man. What can one do? I mean, the only gig I have is in church here. I play cut the video on Thursday night for the Sunday morning service. I'm the guy at the back with the Telecaster.
Great. Wow. At least that's something. Yeah.
It's a gig.
Hell yeah. That's great.
Yeah. So you guys are keeping well. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's good.
So far,
here in
yeah.
Winnipeg.
So far, so good.
Yeah. I keep forgetting Jeff's in Winnipeg now. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Jeff, how you liking this
That's
weather?
awesome.
Well, it just there was a whole series of events, and basically, the pandemic. My gal lives here; she has a medical practice here, and all the guys in the band are here. So those were two compelling reasons to come here.
Wow.
This,
Well, and Vancouver is brutal, dude. Like trying to make a living in Vancouver is tough. isn't it?
you can't. I mean,
No, you can't. It's really.
I mean, I miss the old Vancouver. I mean, at one time, Vancouver
too.
had a great club scene, like a rock scene, a punk scene, an R&B scene.
Yeah.
It had world-class studios, producers, management company, and that culture has disappeared, and it's a shame. I mean, I was grateful to be there during the time that it happened, but the one thing about Winnipeg is it's always been hockey and rock and roll. This is a great city. I mean. I miss my friends. I miss the beauty of that city, but I love the energy here. I love the fact that I can get together with Daryl and with Spider every week. 3, 4, 5 days a week.
Wow.
That creativity has really been a real blessing for us, and we're pretty excited what we're doing right now. Pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'm really excited to hear it.
And this has been a great city. I mean, I've had a great year. The winter's been pretty mild. I think the weather gods, they smiled down. We said, let's not beat Jeff up too much the first winter back. But I had lived here. I lived to before in the 80s, as you know, like when Street Art were flying. So I know what to expect. But it's been nice. I've really been grateful for the time that I've had here.
That's great.
I got to ask you guys, maybe you guys can fill me in. Like, I've been gone so long in the States that I don't have a great perspective on that, exactly what you were just talking about. I mean, what's happened in Vancouver? Or
Okay.
like, if you were going to go back to Canada these days and move somewhere and you're like, okay, I play rock and roll guitar. Where do you go? Like, what's
It's probably not Vancouver. That's a hard place to go because, but I mean, the nature of our business, like, I was talking to Ren and I said, I could be anywhere as long as I have a phone line and internet. I can be anywhere. Business just moves the same way. Sure. And having all the band guys in the same city outside of our drummer is pretty fantastic. I mean, what a bonus that is. And this city is like, this city in particular is a great rock and roll city, as any one of you gentlemen who have been here know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When we're allowed out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I wouldn't know what you would say would be the best city. I don't know if I think it's kind of the great city is the one where you are and what you make of it.
We've all traveled so much, and I mean, I think it's the one thing that I miss of this last year of not actually getting out and traveling. I mean, I love not commuting, to work and fighting traffic, and working from home has been great, but man, I miss being able to get out and go to shows and go to a holiday. They try to book a holiday. They say, no, we don't want you to come. Stay home.
Yeah, exactly.
But do you think that the need to have a city even matters anymore with the internet? I mean, when we talk about going to a location, right? I mean, you can pretty much be anywhere now and market your music and distribute your music. I mean, it used to be that you'd find the hotbed in one of the bigger cities, but I don't necessarily think that would even apply now.
What do you think? Darren, I think you're right. I think you're right about that. I think you can be anywhere. Great music comes from everywhere in this country, from all over the world.
Yeah.
Can I chime in? I'm living on the Sunshine Coast now, so that's you take a ferry out of Vancouver up the coast. So I'm just out in the country here, and I feel real close. And if I need to do anything, I can just travel into Vancouver. But we're all connected. Getting the band together, doing all that kind of stuff. So I it's not till I walk out my door and I see that I'm in a rainforest that I'm not in LA or Winnipeg, okay, all right.
How does that work for you guys, Al? When you guys get together to rehearse or something like that, is there what is the home base for that kind of thing?
Well, it used to be meet you at the airport and make sure that you've learned whatever
your stuff.
But maybe this contributes to this conversation. We actually have a gig at the end of. I think I'm at liberty to say this. They haven't posted it yet, but there's a company that I'm probably the last guy in the room here to be familiar with this. But we were approached by eMusic. And we're doing a live stream pay-per-view, that kind of thing. Excuse me. At the end of April, out of Vancouver at the Commodore.
Great.
And that's a real short notice thing. Like they know their merchandising, they know their audience. They say, 2 weeks, that's all they need. It's like a walk-up thing. There'll probably be 10 people in the room, that holds 1,000, But of course, it's all online. It's all about that. So anyway, my band's all pumped. We're going to do it. So we're going to get together the day before in Vancouver, have one rehearsal in one of the local, little rehearsal studios.
Tries and you're in there. Just wait for a couple secs.
Stay in a motel and then go do the show and then go home.
To be fair, I've played the Commodore to 10 people and there was no pandemic.
I'm going to sign off, guys. So
great to see you, John.
Nice to see you, John.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Absolutely.
Hey, John.
I
say
love
hi to Tom for me. Say hi to Tom for me.
I will reach out. I heard that.
Yeah,
Thank
please.
you so
Say
much.
hi to Tom for all of us, for sure.
Nice to see
Love you, John.
Cheers. Nice meeting you.
Good to meet you, John.
Hi, Johnny.
All the best.
John Donnelly, ladies and gentlemen. Being from Saskatchewan, the Queen City Kids was a massive deal. I tell the story all the time how I ran down the street on 2nd Ave to get Alex Chowacki's autograph. I just happened to be carrying the first album and I was like, oh my God, And
Wow.
they were walking into the A4. Do you remember that club? It was
Yeah,
like right in
yeah.
Saskatoon
Yes, I
on
remember
Second Avenue.
Yeah.
And
Great club.
here you go, kid. You know, that kind of thing. I'm like, wow, you know, it was a
Wow.
huge deal.
Oh,
you know?
wow. What a great story.
They were a
Cool.
great band when they were Cambridge, Todd. Do you remember when they were Cambridge?
I remember being told that. Yeah. Were they kind of more like a Brit?
They
Like
were
they were
kind of-
really into British rock kind of thing, huh?
Well, they were just. I remember this was before Street Heart when I'm in my band, my club band called Shama, and Cambridge was one of the other bands that really kind of had a great show. Alex Chiraki was first time I saw him. I said, "Man, this guy's like Steven Tyler." Like he had the vibe, and I mean, and they were all sort of. We were all young at that time, but they're probably 20. 19, 20, 21, and they really kind of had like I think that we had. They were real pros. They looked good. They played great songs, and they just acted like pros. So that the fact that they became Queen City Kids and had the success they did is no surprise to me.
I always thought Cambridge was a really cool name. I don't ever understood why they changed that. That's kind of a really cool name.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Cambridge somewhere. I'm sure.
That could very well be it. That could very well be it.
I think Kevin Finn was a great guitar player.
A terrific, really tasteful, great tone.
Yeah.
I love his playing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Al.
Oh no, I was going to say that Cambridge is a model of an Austin car, which maybe they didn't want to identify with a 4-cylinder English car.
Do you own one, Al?
Well, no, but I spent yesterday. We had a little car show up here, totally illegal. But my neighbor is John. my neighbor is John Fluvog. You know John Fluvog. He's my neighbor, and he's got a car collection, and I got a car collection. So we met. We met down at Roberts Creek Village, and I got a couple of my buddies here and my son, and we just took a bunch of our cars down there. And John had some of his and one of his cars is a 1951 Austin Somerset, you know, so
wow,
but that's pretty close. That's pretty close to a Cambridge.
There you go. Yeah, I brought that up because I know you have a car collection. We always talk about that. That's so great.
Well, thanks.
And great tasting guitars, by the way. And great tasting guitars. Al always plays the radical guitars.
And you too, brother. Hey, as he looks over his shoulder.
I know. I was trying to see what I have to show off to.
So that could be a hit TV show, Cars and Guitars. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're filming it right now. It's called Cars and Guitars. And
trademark.
yeah, we got it. We're doing it. Yeah,
I will watch that show right now, dude. That'd be a great show.
Well, thank you. I'm sure Jay Leno has nothing to worry about, but we're in our own modest way. We're doing. So the trick is you got to separate it because some guys are going to be not into cars and only into guitars and vice versa, right? So what we want to do is like when we do a certain car, like an English car, a Jag or a Rolls or something, you have to accidentally pull a guitar out of the trunk and put it aside. You know.
Well done.
That kind of connection. You know.
I like it. Let's do it. Can I do that with my 86 Hyundai Pony?
Of course, brother.
Well, what guitar would you bring? What guitar?
And it would be a Hondo.
Hondo.
Yeah, Hondo. Remember those? Those were great for
My
like
first guitar.
Hey, Corey Trucco is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Corey! Yay, Corey!
Hey!
Corey was making space for all of our friends coming by. It's like having a party that only has X amount of seats, so you have to kind of.
No, it's typically COVID. We can only have a certain amount of people in this. You know, one leaves, one comes in. You know, it's like the lineup at IKEA. You know?
Yeah, exactly. We're following the rules even in the internet.
That's right.
We have to leave. We have to leave. I come on. I want to stay here. This is fun.
Yeah, exactly. When wives come looking for us, it's just a bunch of jackasses sitting around yammering.
I had the dog up here half an hour ago. So
this has been the whole premise of the show for the whole year is just sitting around just goofing off. So yeah, I mean, why break?
Pretty much, yeah. It's been a blast being able to do this again. Yeah, we're good at that. Yeah, goofing off. Well, A+.
Yeah.
Well, that's so exciting. So, what's coming up for everybody, Danko? I know with the album coming out, what do you got? It comes out in August, so you get a little bit of a reprieve, hoping that things will be they'll be better by August.
I don't think anything's going to happen until 2022 for us, touring wise.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You know, I'm okay with that now. Like a year ago when I was on Toque Talks, it was I think I messaged you. It was really great to do because before I logged on and after I logged off, it's just anxiety, and I was just you know. So it was a nice respite for like about an hour talking to you guys, but it was tough at the beginning. But now, you know, knowing that it's probably going to be 2022, I think I've come to terms with it, and yeah, that's all we can do is just wait it out.
But in the meantime, it'll be great for you because you've got a record in the can, you got singles coming out, you'll cut videos, and so by the time you go on the road, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, pretty much. Hopefully that'll be all. We've got 2 more videos that are being worked on right now for some other songs off the album, and so yeah, we did a live stream. And
I saw you guys did that, yeah.
Before the live stream, nobody knew that, but before we went on the air, we filmed footage for videos. You know?
Oh, cool.
So it's all done. I don't have to show up anywhere and be freaked out.
Exactly.
We did it in a venue that could hold about, you know, 600-700 people, and there was only about 14. I counted 14 bodies in the entire venue, and I was still in the corner just trying to stay away from everybody, freaking out, wearing my double mask and face shield, and it was freaky. It was a bit freaky, but it was done, and it was good.
Again, I've played to 14 people in 600 seats.
I used to do it all the time.
You're making us feel better here. Hey, can I chime in? Because Danko, you know, I'm sure we're all kind of thinking the same thing, and I'm in the same position as you. My timing was perfectly horrible. I finished an album. It took me 3 years to make it, right? You know how that goes. And we had it mastered and did all that. So it's not Prism, but it's Al Harlow solo. I got my band, got everything just in time for the pandemic. We had it mastered at Bob Ludwig's place, all that. Oh, look at this. We're sitting on this album, and then bang, everything goes flat. So now we're being told by Universal and everybody, like, well, okay, man, but it's all about timing now, right? Like if you pull the trigger too fast, then your tour is going to be too late in 2022. You know, if you dump it out in the market, then nothing's new in 6 months. Like, I mean, what do you? I'm sort of asking everybody, and especially you, Danko. Like, I'm thinking, well, what do you do? I mean, we're doing videos as well, right? We got a couple of videos in the can. So do you just put out a single, and then, you know, when the timing is right, you say, hey, surprise, this is all part of one album. I mean, how do we time this stuff, you know?
That's pretty much it, isn't it, Danko?
Yeah, I think the people who are telling you what to do have no idea either.
Yeah, that's true.
Faking it.
I'll write that down. I'm writing that down.
Yeah. Music business 101. No one knows what they're talking about.
Make it up as you go along. Yeah, exactly.
I think you hit the nail on the head, though, as far as the one at a time thing. I mean, it seems to me everybody that's doing well is keeping that steady flow, and this has to do with just people's attention span too these days.
Yeah.
You know, we saw it last year. I mean, Paul McCartney put a record out, and I feel like it was gone. Nobody was talking about it after 2 weeks. And it's like, it's Paul McCartney. So it's like, what if he had just done a song every month for, 9 months, and then held on to 2, put it out as an album at the end of the whole thing, maybe with and then you're out there all the time. Just that seems to be Todd, you hit on it.
It's funny that you bring that up, Pete, because I remember having conversations like that even before the pandemic, because even Jeff was mentioning that earlier, like how like releasing songs individually, we're all from that school of like you record 10, 12, however many songs, you call it this and it comes out, But I mean, I'm sort of trying to understand that may not be the way people see it anymore. Maybe it's kind of like, here's a song, here's a bunch of songs, and then maybe like Pete just said, releasing a series of songs, and then at the end going, here's like 4 songs you haven't heard plus all the ones you did hear, and the album is called X or whatever. And then
that goes back to what we were saying about the internet as well, because you don't have the ability, or didn't have the ability, to just put out, that much material. And I think it also goes back, you guys know the business, right? When you're a band, you sell an album and you get paid for all the songs, right? Whether they're all good or not. People buy the album for the hit, and you get paid for the rest.
Royalty rate.
Yeah. So then remember when the cassette single came out, or the single started coming out? That's all of a sudden it's like, well, You know,
I don't remember that. I'm too young. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole concept. You guys actually get paid?
Yeah, you guys get paid.
I should have known this long
Pretty
ago.
cushy when he was on here earlier. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the
Jeff,
whole
we
concept
worked
of it.
together. You weren't getting paid. I didn't think, were you?
Ask me later.
Can't remember.
The whole concept of an album, I mean, when we think about it, it was something that was born out of the limitation of the physical thing that it was delivered on. You know, like you fit so many songs on this side and so many
9
on this
songs.
side. And then out of that was born album rock, and we all got used to kind of consuming that way and stuff. But that is like a blip in time in music history.
Yeah,
that,
it is.
You know, and so it's and staying ahead of that curve and going, okay, well, what do people want now? Because they're not, you know, for better or for worse, they're not limited to that physical thing anymore. And people's attention span is being, it's so it's competition from video games and TV and everything else. So it's like, you know, it's like, what do you do? So I think that staying out there thing constantly seems to really, because it's like think about what everybody's doing. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, they're scrolling.
Yep.
It's fast.
Yeah. So keeping that out there in that environment is like, what else do? We can fight it, or.
Well, it was interesting, Pete, you were talking earlier about putting out quick little blips as opposed to a full song. And I think people really enjoy, I've always sort of said, sort of half jokingly, that I can post a picture of a guitar and get 500 likes and post a song using the guitar and get 50.
That's
because, well, because people
got to practice, Jeff.
People, I know I do. Believe me. You should hear me lately. It's terrible.
Baby, don't talk like that.
Sorry, but you know, but people just like you say, people. Everything is sped up. It's moving faster now, so you just have to sort of adjust to that. I think the one song at a time model is certainly. I think that's the legitimate model, at least right now.
I think Pete brings up the interesting point too, because when the technology was such that it was 9 songs, and you thought about, like, when you think of your favorite albums that were 9 songs, there were 9 bitchin' songs usually.
Yeah.
But as the technology changed to have the ability of having 18 songs on a CD or whatever it was, it sort of pushed the limits of, like, I think a lot of the time people didn't listen to the back half of an 18-song album, except for the hardcores, you know what I mean? So now it's kind of swung back the other way, dealing with competing with video games and Netflix and everything else that's going on in the world. That I think that Pete knows better than any of us, because his whole life is, you're such on the cutting edge when it comes to that kind of world, because your content and the ability to continue to come up with content, although as organic as it is, it's not like you're, I don't know, coming up with comedy sketches or anything like that. You're just playing guitar and trying out instruments and different gear and stuff like that. It really is kind of like, to hear it from you is actually probably the best source I think we could hear it from, is just keep it fresh, keep it coming, keep it, do your thing, build the momentum. Once the momentum dies off of that thing, put out the next thing, and just keep that momentum going. Yeah.
And look at your show, like consistency. The consistency with your show, like this thing. This is another way that people are tuning. And you've probably noticed that if you do it weekly or whatever, that you get more people tuning in every week, and it starts to become a hang.
Yeah.
And you start to see, like, whoa, we built a fan base here. It's a different thing, and it's that consistency of giving people something every, week, or 2 weeks or whatever it is. Or in the case of us, I just think, like, for my next record, I'll do, a song a month for maybe 8 or 9 months kind of thing.
Sure.
Then I don't have to record, you can imagine, like, that's easier to get your head around than recording 12 tunes or something too. So it's like,
tell me,
what if I did a tune a month for 9 months and then record a little bit more along the way, and then I end up bundling it at the end as 12 tunes album, but I've stayed out there the whole time.
This makes it a little harder to skip the tracks you don't like.
I'm going to Chinese.
You got to wait a whole month,
I'm going to Chinese democracy and release a song every 16 years. That's it.
That could work too.
But we all grew up relatively within a decade of each other, right? And that whole concept of album art, that meant so much to us. I mean,
of course,
we had Sgt. Pepper's, we had Revolver, we had the Kinks' Village Green and the Who's Tommy, and so so we slaved and then when it's time to put the record out, you jiggle with the running order to make it flow like one great operatic work, and nobody cares.
You know what I noticed? I noticed it when a kid walked up to me and said, "You know what? My favorite song is track 3." You know, he didn't know the name of the song, and it freaked me out because I would know where it was recorded, who produced it, who wrote what, on the back of the album. I was that guy, And then I just kind of thought, you know what? You realize that as you get older anyway, that music isn't the same for everybody. For me, I was obsessed. Me and my friends were all obsessed. Then you realize that other people are watching football and doing other things with their lives. But yeah, it's certainly changed the game. And I think that, watching Danko do it in real time and watching, current guys put out records, it's really great to watch it kind of, as songs are kind of coming out and then the album kind of follows. I think that's the clever way to do that. And Al, I think you're in a great position to do that. And Jeff too. I think you guys, as you're putting material out, I would just put out a song, sit on it. Here's another song.
Yeah.
You have to have video content because we're in a visual age. We need to kind of
that as well. Yeah. I mean, at all. And I think that we were talking, the word consistency came up. I think that a consistency of the time frame that you're putting things out, the quality of the material, the way you're doing it. I think that that's how you would. I think building a fan base, they depend on you for certain things. I think that and I think that that's. We all have this great opportunity to kind of reinvent what it is that we do. I mean, you got to look at the gift of what we've gone through. I mean, we can go on about what we've missed, but what do we get out of this? And I think any one of us who if we try our best to take advantage of this time and what it means to each one of us, I think that we all have a good shot, at just returning in a different way to the same kind of sort of satisfaction and connection with our fans that we always had.
Yeah.
Well, and this super group we just put together is going to be great.
Oh, I love it, man. I'm going to be the best.
I'm the only drummer here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine. That's great. That's all we need.
Yeah, nobody said this, but a lot of you know Jim Gilmore is my keyboard player and also the keyboard player in Saga. They just released that record, if you've heard it, and it's some really tremendous work. I love what they did with it. And, Jim and I talk every day, and he said 3 weeks in, they were starting to see some movement and people were buying it. And then, boom, it's available free everywhere. YouTube, all other internet media, and there's no more sales.
Yeah.
So somebody gets it and puts it on the internet, and you don't have to spend a dime anymore to support local or your favorite Canadian or whatever artist. It's it's pretty tough. I don't know where we're going to go with that. Back to if we're going to make any money or not. We just got to be happy.
And that's what's hurting the most without the ability to do it live, because that's where it all is now. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards are 78 years old. I don't know how old they are, but they're like, their life is on the road. Paul McCartney's on the road. He's, it's like that's where.
Well, that's really a shame because we're worried about how they're going to pay their rent next month without having to do
those guys. Yeah. Those guys are they're okay. Yeah. But I think that for the rest of us trying to get on, we got to get on stage. That's where.
Absolutely.
That's where our business
is. Where we live. It's where we live.
Yeah, exactly.
And not even from a financial standpoint too, right? I mean, you guys have done this. This is your life. This is your livelihood. This is what you do, right? I mean, it's just how do you take that away? And then,
unfortunately, I'm like, I think Danko has a similar experience with this way. It's becoming too comfortable now. Like I'm becoming kind of like, I mean, I'll be happy when the phone rings and I got something to go do, but there's a part of me that's exactly, just kind of like, there's like mustard stains on my shirt.
Oh, poor boy. You mean I have to do my laundry now?
Yeah, like I'm just kind of like, I'm getting a little too comfortable around here. It's kind of like, I need to kind of get back out into something a little less comfortable, a little more, get the fun on.
My son, you need another guitar.
Yeah, exactly. We need another guitar. That's what. You're exactly right. Hey, Shane Gallus.
Hey, guys.
Oh, your bid for a drummer spot. Just, there you go.
There you go. Well, two drummers. Damn it. Supergroups need 2 drummers.
I was in.
Yes.
You lost Pete?
Yeah,
Pete vanished.
He just texted me and he said that his internet crapped out. So
he probably had another place to be. Knowing that guy, yeah, Pete's amazing. Everybody should follow Pete. He has massive amount of followers. He does like He does gear. He'll get like guitars or pedals or amps, and he tries
So that
things
everybody
out.
understands, he's the equivalent of those kids that play with toys, but he does it with grown-up toys.
Yeah, exactly.
nice.
He does it
I
with
mean,
guitars. Yeah,
yeah.
And he's a
As
monster guitar
songwriter,
player.
as a songwriter, he's amazing too. Like his last record he put out was phenomenal.
Yeah,
He's a really great kisser. Did I say that out loud? Sorry.
I guess a few good things have come out of Alberta.
Yeah, a few things. Yeah, we got to tell him.
What's the record called?
Which one?
Is anyone told the record what it's called?
Let me look it up.
Oh, you mean Pete's record?
Pete's record. Yeah.
What's Al's record going to be called? What's your record called? It's your solo album.
Well, it's called Al Harlow Now, N-O-W Now. And it's funny. I was hoping that nobody would realize that was a 1965 Rolling Stones album, but hopefully everybody's forgotten about that. And this
was Shania Twain's last album. Was called Shania Twain Now.
Oh yeah. And well, for that matter, we got Katy Perry with her album Prism.
There you go.
There you go. But and now this might be informative to all of us, but I mean, we all of us. It's all about the backstory, right? It's all about the documentary for all of us because we have a story to tell. Everybody here, right? Yep. So I when I was moving up here to the coast, I had to put my hands on all my old reel-to-reel studio tapes and bring them up with me, right?
Cool.
And so I went over to Ray Roper's place and we remastered all of my 70s reels. It was the stuff that I was doing. It was the stuff that I was doing. I thought that I was doing my own album the moment that Prism asked me into their nonsense,
Yeah.
So now I've got this follow-up archival album called Al Harlow Then Before the Beginning.
Perfect.
Which has a lot of what I guess you have to call them Prism demo versions, but with my band, So I thought, well, there's a way to feed the machine, right? So guys, we can take all of our old demos and just like Pete Townsend, we can put them all out there.
There you go. There you go. Mine are all on cassette tape. Is that
perfect? You're on the next curve.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't get Danko started on the cassette tapes.
You can see this.
The gloves come off. Yeah.
His record is Pete Thorne 2. The last one that he put out.
Pete Thorne.
Instrumental record.
We should get Pete back on quick because we're talking about him. He says he got kicked off.
I assume that's the second record.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Unless
done
it's
a
Pete
lot.
Thorne as well. There he is, Pete Thorne.
There he is.
Pete, you're back.
Anxiety when your internet drops out.
Don't you love that? Yeah, I know. The spinning rainbow.
Pete, I was just
we were just
telling
bragging about you.
I was just telling everybody about your last solo record, Pete Thorne 2, and how great it was.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I put up one in 2011 called Guitar Nerd, and it's got the stupidest picture I could find of myself on the cover with my Hondo. Actually, here I'm going to take a picture.
All right, yeah, let's see the Hondo.
It comes full circle.
We need to see the Hondo.
I'll take a
Is that
photo.
on Apple Music too?
It's you know what? I'm fighting right now with the Guitar Nerd is on Apple Music, but it's not on Spotify, which is so dumb. But it's supposed to be. But there's me.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Hondo Stratocaster.
Beautiful.
That's when I went to do my first photo shoot at Sears. Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
Good day.
You brought your guitar to Sears photos?
Yeah, I was like, Mom, can I take my guitar? Because we're going to do family photos,
Amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that's
Hey,
what
Greg Godovitz.
They
Check
couldn't
it out,
all be
Greg
here, but
Godovitz.
some people are just chiming in. Greg says,
Nice.
yeah, congrats, everyone.
Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Greg.
Hey, Greg.
What's up,
Wow.
Greg?
Cheers, Greg.
That's the one episode I couldn't do is the Gatto one. I feel terrible about that. Greg Godovitz, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, you missed that one, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was down and out. But yeah, no, it's great.
You're both back.
Now we're all back. Well,
Yeah.
gentlemen, this has been way too much fun. This has
Yeah.
been,
It has been.
Thank
it's
you
been,
all.
like, amazing. I'm
Thank you
looking
guys
forward
for having us on. Really appreciate it. It's been
Anytime.
fun.
Yeah,
Nice hanging out with all you guys.
Yeah.
It's
I just can't
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing to see everybody's, still surviving this, and only good things will come out of it, I'm sure. So,
Everybody go pick up new Danko Jones. It's coming in August.
Yes.
I'm gonna
And
go
then
check
pick
out.
up,
Looking
pick up
forward.
everybody
And,
else's stuff while you're at it.
and we wouldn't do our own, selves any justice if we didn't say, 1 year anniversary. Of course, we've got some anniversary swag. So, I mean, if anybody wants to go out and support the show, support these guys, head over and, you can pick yourself up a nice Toque Talk t-shirt.
Look at that.
Fantastic.
So,
Sign me up.
if you do want to go and support the show, support the guys, the Get your official Toque anniversary swag at the link below.
Nice.
Sign me up.
We'll go check it out, and you know,
I like it.
I'm gonna order one now.
Sign me up. Sign me up. I'm in.
Me too. I
was more talking to the audience, but I mean, hey, you guys.
We're the audience.
Yeah, we got like 6 sales right here.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing my job if we weren't always selling, right? Because that's what we do, and of
Exactly.
course, it's the only way to survive this. So, yeah, we do want to thank everybody for coming on, and we apologize to some of our guests who, you know, just timing, you know, just didn't work out. But you know, it's we wanted to get as many people on as possible, and of course,
We want to apologize for we ran out of time. Matt Damon couldn't have you on. Apologies.
That's right, exactly. but we'll get there because you know maybe our second anniversary. You know, you never know.
Totally.
Exactly.
Well, happy anniversary, guys. We're glad that you're doing what
Thank
you're
you.
doing. It's a wonderful community, and it's a privilege to be part of it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well,
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to do
All
this in person. Won't it be awesome when we can actually like sit in we can sit in an Earl's restaurant or the Keg or something like that.
Hey,
that would be fantastic.
Oh, and just so you know, too, I mean, I forgot to mention to you guys, too, because you might dig this. On the back of this said T-shirt, all the tour dates. So all you guys that were on the show, you're all listed here on the back. So
All right.
yeah.
I love that.
That's so cool.
Super cool.
Should have mentioned that, but yeah. So now you guys can, you know, go and buy one for all your family, too.
Is there
Yeah,
a
there
shirt? Is there
We're
a shirt
really-
underneath my seat?
Yeah.
You get a shirt. You get a shirt.
You get a shirt, and you get a shirt.
Exactly. Everybody
And you-
gets a shirt.
And you can go yourself.
Exactly. Well, this will
Fantastic.
be
Well,
great to
happy
do it in
anniversary,
person.
guys. Thanks
Yes.
so much
Yeah.
for having me.
You too.
Thank you,
Everybody.
Barry.
Thanks, Barry.
Guys, nice
Love you,
meeting you all.
Danko.
Real
Love you,
pleasure.
Jack.
Yeah.
Love you.
Thanks
gentlemen.
everybody
Thanks,
for.
Brad. Thanks, Corey.
Todd,
Thanks, Shane. Thanks, Brent.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, everybody.
There's a
Thank
good
you.
chance we'll
Corey,
see Pete in person
Darren,
before anybody else. So.
Danko,
Good.
Pete, Al, Barry, gentlemen.
Cheers.
See you on the other
Thank
side.
you, Darby.
You
Thank
too.
you, Holly.
Exactly.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Biff.
Biff.
Yeah.
Yep.
We will rise again.
We will rise again.
We will.
Thank
Absolutely.
everybody that watched today too.
Yes, importantly,
Exactly. If you stay
you
with
know
us
what,
this whole
and,
time, God
and,
bless
and
you.
we often forget that, but we started off the show by saying that I couldn't believe sometimes going through the comments that we've had viewers that have actually watched every episode every Tuesday that we've been on,
Wow.
Yeah.
and honestly, you know what, and we started this out thinking, you know, just be a hoot for a couple of weeks while we're all kind of stuck inside, and here we are a year later, and people tune in because they love listening to you guys and they love the stories, and can't thank you enough, and can't thank the viewers enough for tuning in and hanging with us during this pandemic. So again, thanks to all of you guys for joining us, and thanks everybody for watching. It's been a blast. So
Thanks for driving the bus, Darren.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
Next week,
Hey, boys.
next week is Ian DeSaw from the great Canadian band Billy Talent. It's gonna
All
be great.
right.
Nice.
All right. We'll watch.
Oh,
We'll
man.
watch.
there we go. So be
I
sure
gotta
to
go
tune
home.
in.
My mom's calling me.
All right, guys, we're gonna tune off here anyway. So
Okay.
enjoy. Everybody stay safe, and hope to see you soon.
Okay,
Bye,
bye,
everybody.
bye,
You
bye.
guys
Thanks,
over
guys.
now.
Love.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Take care.